Hey there, Detoxers. This will be my last DVD. Okay, already the audio content. Let me just quickly go to sound. Turn up just a little bit. There. Sound better? Just about, it's hardly noticeable, but there we go. Yeah, first ever DVD live stream in a while, guys. I'm gonna play Trickster before anyone decides to do builds. If not, I'll go wait for like 5 minutes and then do another Killer or Survivor match. Why is my final DVD stream is I've got future plans to do with sort of my life after that. Forgot I've got on a pig challenge on and I'm almost here 21. Just wait for my boy to just turn around. If he doesn't turn around when it gets to like 19, then something's up. Come on, G-Woon, the fans are waiting. Do it! It's Valentine's Day! He's not gonna do it. He's just like the heart. There you go! Yeah, that's it! I love that. That new idol animation is just, yeah. Right. You know, I kind of, like, it's half waste, half not waste money on this. But I thought, especially if I'm, like, planning things to do, like, more than likely stop DVD, I thought, well, since it's Valentine's Day and the rumours for the skin when the leaks was like, oh yeah, it was kind of like hyped up and shit, so I was just like, yeah, I have to have that. So, let's see how it goes. More than likely my teacher probably watch this in school, or when they're not in school, whatever, because someone typed in my YouTube channel and then it kind of like pinged up, because I have like pings. It goes up in like the server room upstairs, I think if that's the right word to even say for it. But yeah, I'm planning on streaming until 11 o'clock my time. That's it, 11 o'clock. Like, so when it hits like 22 digitally. But yeah, feel free, anyone who joins later, just give me any random build for Killer or Survivor and I'll do it, or any playstyle. Yeah. But I ended up becoming a Trickster main because I actually play him more than Legion now. Like, Legion was my main, but now I play more Trickster than Legion. But as you'll probably see from my game style, my play style, that probably won't show. You'll probably just say, oh, look at this dude. He can't play for crap. But this is my go-to outfit on him, like even when Valentine's ends. If I decided to be like, oh, I'm playing DVD again, because why not? This would be my go-to outfit. Already, a few shots, let's go. Mortar stream is going by, not that bad. Let's go. Because if I was streaming this like 2 years ago, it would not be my favourite. Get yoinked. The other reason is I'm trying to add more better habits into my life. Like, I went to the gym earlier, it was arms and legs. But I generally, so far, the God of Desire, I've only moried like 2 different players with this outfit. Twitter. Oh, and I ended up putting subtitles on because I was like, damn, like, where are they? And I was like, I thought they vaulted it, and then it turned out to actually be in the settings. So I was like, hey! So I use it also on Pinhead as well. Thanks for the 3 down, I guess. I'd love to see it. If I make this, I'll be genuinely surprised. But anyway, I meant to ask this earlier if anyone's watching the highlights of the stream tomorrow or maybe an hour after this has been live. How's your Valentine's been? I mean, I personally haven't got a Valentine, but there's this one girl that I have my eye on that if I had a job and could set up a date for her, I would have. But one, I think she's 20, even though she looks like 18 to 19, but I swear on Insta it said that. And all that, so best not jump to it yet, but I do need to tell some experience. Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail on that, otherwise that's going to be really weird, but you know what I mean. Scratch marks, okay. Oh! I see you there, Michaela. This is affecting my dopamine receptors, what the hell? That was literally 2 inches away from bashing my brains. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, what? I got her ankle? That is very erotic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I main Ji-Woon Hak, aka Trickster. Literally, just like placed like that is so not easy. Where's that meme where it's like the no, like literally that was just, yeah. I was gonna make it more sus, but I don't want to. But I mean, look at even this weapon. Like, I remember seeing it in the leaked footage for it, and I was like, yo, not only does it have that like sapphire-esque red to it, everything about it I dig. Might as well get this off my chest. That girl that I had like well, it wasn't really a girl, she was a woman, but I was down bad for her back in 2021. I almost said 2020 because 2020 for me felt... Nah, 2021 was more faster than 2020, what am I saying? 2020 was in lockdown, it was just like, oh, so I wouldn't say that. What are you doing? Ready for this? Just spamming that shit. Twice a day an add-on sick. Like, it decreases the cooldown so much. I forgot that I was running that iridescent add-on. Wait, I'm not in the exposed one, not the replenish. What am I doing? I forget! So I could have downloaded some others more quicker than I would have. Never mind. Half my IQ was not valid. So, now you know. But like, I try and improve people even though it's wasting half of my life. I have had some genuine memories of this, but like, I get more addicted to this than fucking Fortnite. But what I usually plan on doing is before I get off, I only play like 2 matches of Fortnite. Even though that's bad, I will stop doing that. But I don't know. I have that urge to, so I just like. Actually, no. Nah. For once, just do it as one. And even if I lose straight away, that's just a sign of like, no, dude, you're wasting your time. That's how the addiction starts. See, I really want to use Shadow, but I haven't got it. But if I did, I would have changed it for now. Because like, No Way Out and I can't remember. And No Way Out and Iron Maiden is just chef's kiss. Like, wow, like yes, I need that shit. Oh, bit of lemon juice there. Damn it. Instead of a day without laughter is a day wasted, it's a day without phlegm is a day not hesitated. Oh, she's exposed. I remembered, or as that one meme goes, I remember. No, I genuinely do remember. It's all fun and games until the entity calls. Daddy! Sorry. This is gonna so bite me back, like, in the next 4 days. I know it will be. It's like, yo, Thomas, why was you, like, teacher, like, bollocking me? See, I know some, like K-popian. I'm a fellow K-popian. I'm kidding, it's Korean, but, like, random, like, meme enthusiast would say, oh, I speak K-popian, dude. Don't judge me. I even know it that I'm diamond and that it's all about that dynamite, you know? And I'm like, yo, that's not how you try and get a K-pop enthusiast girlfriend. You kidding me, dude? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is fine. Yo! Now that's what I call some laceration goodness. So whenever I play him, I get so encouraged about him. You know what time it is? Morning time! Ready, boys and girls? Here we go.
간다!
Happy Valentine's Day! Oh, stumped me!
너 때문에 돌아버리겠어. 감사합니다.
Yo, hold on! That's made my day. That and getting help doing like a hex, like muscle up. No, deadlift. Those two have made my day. But being single on Valentine's Day, no. Nah, I get why I'm single right now, because I'm not in that like lifestyle to like build up to that. I'm just basic for now, and then I've really got to try and add some improvements here and there. And I've even meditated. Like, what I do now is before I do anything productive at home, I make sure I do it straight away when I come home from school. Like, I don't have enough time to do it in the mornings. If it was like not a school day, then sure. Oh hey bitch, what's up bitch? Sorry, I love that name. I say it like in any game I play. I thought she was gonna head on me. If that actually happened, I wouldn't be pissed. I'd be like, oh kudos, you actually had me over. Nice. Someone's been here. My question who? I bet it's Michaela. I bet half of my soul, that's not saying all my soul, I bet half of my soul Michaela's been here. Does that mean that's not all my soul? I technically still have half my soul remaining, so I'm like half a tyrant, half a legit human being. I was still thinking if they made like custom things in DVD where you could like tamper around, like pay extra money for stuff. I would love where like if you personally wanted to like change the pallet breaking animation for Trickster where he bashes the pallet with his bat. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks cool and like you keep just saying too many killers have that. Like when I saw it with Pyramid Head, I thought he'd bash the pallet with his blade, like kind of like what he does with his lock animation and his and his wall breaking animation. That's what I was looking for. Oh, I fucking mind him. Where's she gone? No, seriously, where's she gone? She was exposed. I was waiting for the people to say, yo, both literally. Exposed in like she dead, but also like, where's her clothes? Is she there? No, that's just my eyes deceiving me. Hey bitch, what's up bitch? Oh, she doesn't have adrenaline. I was just thinking I bet I couldn't catch her up to him for him, so I yeah. So I could Moria, but I want to sacrifice her because if I'm... She wants to get Mori'd? Does she? Yeah, I think she generally wants to get Mori'd. What do you think? What do you think? Should Moria next to the exit gate? Let's Moria right next to the exit gate. Let's see what happens. Right here.
간다! 너
Why
때문에
is there
돌아버리겠어.
so many environmental kills tonight? What the fuck is this? Oh my days. No survivor is safe. If it's not the killer killing them, it's genuinely the environment. That's why you can only be an environmentalist for half of the year. If you be an environmentalist for an entire year, literally the environment will kill you. So that's why this backstab is left, right and centre. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. You need to learn your vital lessons in life. If you don't learn them soon, then you will like die. Oh, I see some... No! I'm in. Imagine bagging over that. Wow. Pathetic. Okay, and I picked up. Okay, that was surprising. Actually, no, it was inevitable. Of course I was going to do that. Alright. I'll wait 5 minutes, but I'll put my piggy on just in case, and then see. Legit, I bet some bitches around there thinking like, I just want G-Woon to French kiss me already before he kills me with his daggy waggy woos, aka his kunais. Just, I'm like, no, please don't, don't. Starts like just getting majorly pissed off about it. Just don't. Alright, I'm gonna. Remember when like the Trickster first came out? And I can't remember if I've said this on the stream or not, but I'll just re-elaborate just in case if I haven't. Before the actual reveal trailer came out, I quickly say this, and I really need to go do my duties at the toilet or bathrooms and technically it's great. I genuinely thought the killer would be female, and I thought of my own like backstory and what it would be. It kind of be like a time rewinding killer, and then like one of her weapons would kind of be like, I don't know, like I can imagine it to be doing like not with like a megaphone, but like it's kind of made out of like studio stuff, like she kind of, you know, like the massive stand, not the massive stand, the stand that like you know, that any singer usually uses when they sing. Well, it's basically that, and then that'll be the weapon, and you have like blood all over it, and then where the microphone is, it adds like a blade on it, and then the survivor would be male, but then the backstory is kind of like, it like coincidentally ties in with like how it did anyway with Ji-Woon and Yoon Jin Lee, if I pronounce her name right, because they ended up having like being really close in the story, not close like relationship close, but close like damn, like they went through quite a lot of shit, and then in the end Ji-Woon just backstabbed her, and yeah, we all know how that went. And then they ended up just before he was gonna do the curtain call of his magnum opus, the entity was like, nah, I'll give you a deal where like she don't die, but you get to kill her as many times as you want. That's just literally how it went on. I want to play Pyramid Head later, since I was talking about him, so I'll just sort this out and I'll play the other. I also need to play Survivor a bit, because I'm still maximum duration. Okay. I'll put it on Green Mori. The other half of me though wants to play Blight. Oh, just play Blight. Nurse I think will be fixed maybe just before the ring comes into the game, but I don't personally know. I wanted to use the stun one. That's it, stun, and then slam duration. Should I not? Yeah, I'll do it like that. I really do want to get Tinkerer for him, but the Bloodweb's kind of been dookie, so no Tinkerer Blight, like the most of the Blight mains use, like Tinkerer Blight actually more. Anyway, I'll quickly put it on Survivor Lobby, and I'll be So, yeah. Peace, see you in a bit guys. I'm back, and I have to do this LOD daily. Is it where I have to get chased by the killer? I put no perks on because I was trying to do that one where you have to like do one gen, and then yeah, just everything else stuff. Really weird. I don't know. I have to go. Who did I want to car leveling up? I think it was Michaela. She didn't. Yeah, I can get it to 15. Surely I can get that to 15. I thought I wasn't going to get all of the die that one. Still disappointed that the devs haven't even made a My Bloody Valentine chapter, or at least a Valentine's event. Like, I know that, due to, so many holidays, they could at least, fine, they probably wouldn't be able to make an event and the DLC, but I think next, for the hardcore DVD fans, I'm not as much of a fan as I used to be, like most of my friends anyway, but I wanted Harry Warden from My Bloody Valentine to be in the game so bad. Like, they should for 2023 be like... Because, like, literally, the next DLC is coming out next month, but not. So I'm like, well, why can't you just do it a month earlier? And I know sometimes the rotation for chapters is quite sceptical. Pun intended. Yeah. Where should we do orders of perks? Okay, clairvoyance is first. Circle healing, and then I don't run prove myself that much on my Dweet anymore, so I'll just do that, just so I can help out the team. Half of me wants to do that now. Screw it, I hardly play Elodie. Like, Elodie and... So who are my two least played survivors? I'd say Elodie and Yui. Because I'd have more of the chance of playing Zarina than Yui. It's not I'm racist, it's just... Because if I was racist, I wouldn't even touch Adam, Fang, Claudette, Jake, or even Jonah. And I've actually played Jonah quite a few times. I mean, I don't play with Mantancrus anymore. I forgot your name was a Bills, I can't remember, I've got so many names on my mind. But like, then I actually genuinely enjoyed using Jonah. Yeah. It's just... I hate DVD loading times. Yo, what happened there? I literally did not even press anything. I haven't got SharePlay on, am I? The hell? I'll quickly check what my PS Plus games are actually while I'm at it, because they just gave me a new notification during that one game. See, that one game, Tina's Tiny Assault on Dragon Keeper Wonderland's one-shot adventure, I think they named it that long on purpose, just to be like, just for memes. Whoever else is watching, welcome. I bet it's probably that person who did that one spam comment. All that new tweet skin, I forget they have to get it via Twitch Prime. Like, I'm disappointed that you can't get it just normally from the shop. Not that I want to go buy it, because it's like, it's decent. It's like, oh, I want to buy it. Okay, 180 seconds, yeah. And 120, that's even better. I keep thinking of 180 because of when using the oven, it's like, put it on to 180. Oh hey, Daydreamer. Yeah, it's been alright. Just feeling a bit down because I might be quitting DBD soon. Besides from that, though, I'm alright and good to see you on my stream. I haven't watched what's his name? You know, Mantankras. I keep forgetting his real name. Sorry, it's because I haven't watched him in a short while, and he's mainly streaming on Twitch, and I don't use Twitch that much anymore, so I can't really watch his streams, even if I wanted to, in that point of view. But like, you've been having a good Valentine's Day and all. Glad to see some that I noticed, like, sorry, not noticed, recognised in my chat. So appreciate it. Earlier I was playing Trickster, by the way, and also after this match, if you want, you can do like how he does it anyway, where not Trickster, Tankerus, where you can choose my build for Killer or Survivor. I honestly don't mind. Either I don't mind. I have every killer and every survivor. I don't want to flex, but I remember I used to say that on his streams because it's true. I have every killer and every survivor. And I main multiple survivors and multiple killers, but I don't do it to the extent where I'm like, oh, I mean, like, you know, so many. Like, if someone said, oh, you have to decrease it to like 2 on each side, then I'd, oh, it's a lullaby bitch. That's my nickname. Too close for comfort. Too close for comfort. What? What? Okay. Down, bitch. Chill. Really? The glyph was over there. That's some cheese. If I was her, I would have got the hatchet up. That's just me. No! No! Don't try and be a mouth chaser. What the fuck? How did that not drop? I was literally on the pallet. Why is that still a thing in this game? I literally pressed it before. Okay. Also, if you haven't seen the one video that I did on my channel a week ago, Daydreamer, literally, the clip proved earlier that this game has been its typical self since I joined. It's like, it did. I hated how in the old DVD it didn't have 2-volt animations, it just had the one, the slow volt. So like, I was on the other side and that fucking puncher got me and I was like, yeah. And I vaguely remember me thinking back then that was bullshit, and that was before I got more investments. I was doing I just want out. That hunter's just gonna be a right dish, so I don't care. Watch her tunnel. Just watch her tunnel. Yeah, oh Dave, yeah, that's it. I called him Bill, but it's so funny, because like, there's a lot of people that I know recently, and I've improved on remembering names personally, but like, I'm still Gobbo. Yo! Let's go. Use your utter ass with the fucking glyph skill check challenge. Last time on DVD, it's quite personal, but I might just go for it. What I might end up doing, just in case, is I'll probably play until, like, just after the Ringu chapter comes out, see what it's like, see if the hype's worth it, then dip it. But, one, the two main reasons why I want to stop DVD is one, hardly any of my friends play it anymore. 2, I get way too addicted to it. And 3, I kind of want to have like more better habits in my life other than gaming type of thing. Like I know it sounds daft, but I've been trying to explain it to some people, and that's why. But that's always been my thing. Like even though I've been addicted to Fortnite at times, it's just been the case where I always play more DBD than Fortnite. Like, I could just easily get off Fortnite. I literally said this to stream. I was like, after I've done this live stream, I'm only playing one Fortnite match just to test what happens. And whether I get far into the match or whether I die quickly, I hop straight off. Like, it's literally lullaby. Level 2 lullaby. But literally, it's a test. Oh, wait, she's got claustrophobia. Demo spoo. Speaking of, I still don't get what the fuck. Yeah, it's definitely demo spurt because it's there as well. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with that license though, because they've got everything still in the game. It's just there's no cosmetics available for them all now, so it's like it's on temporary hold. What I think Behaviour should do with the overall Stranger Things license is just keep it until after season 4 of Stranger Things comes out. And then, if they still have licensing struggle, then get rid of it. But, like, not completely, because... for now, anyway, because, like, it's literally my second or third favourite licensed DLC chapter in game. Because even though Pinhead isn't, like, a full DLC, like, he's a standalone, he's my favourite standalone license, if that makes sense. Also, the only thing that would ever definitely make me keep on playing this game is if, like, someone gave like this magical prediction of like, oh, by the way, Springtrap and Jason are definitely coming in the game, which, like, there's no there's no, like, logical way of knowing that's going to happen, but if someone, like, had evidential proof that they had that sort of power and that they could do that, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'll stay on that, I'll stay on this for sure. But... and also, the last and final reason why I'm thinking of ditching DVD is one of my friends that who used to play it, she played it less and less. So, and then in the end, I don't talk to her anymore. So I have, like, good memories and bad memories of this game. And it was how I, like, no joke, I met more friends on DVD than on Fortnite. Like, I find most of the Fortnite fan base to be absolute hypocrites, because, like, they used to shit talk it, like, oh, I'm not playing that game, and then, like, most people that I knew who used to never want to touch that game are now addicted to that game. I'm like, well, I tried getting you into it, so, like, you went into it when the game started, like, getting rid of its OG shit, and now where it's all over the place, where it's like, oh, here's new weapons, you just put up with it for a whole season before we do the, you know, usual gun rotation. Like, just shit like that pisses me, like, off. Like, that friend that I used to have, I tried so dearly to get her to play Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. She never even gave them a try, especially Kingdom Hearts. Like, I said, like, even though the story is complex as fuck, you'll love the characters and the fact that it's, you know, the playstyle is addictive, the fact that it's got its own story going on while being in, you know, its own thing, and that there's also Final Fantasy characters in it. Like, what is there not to love about KH except its complicated storyline? But, like, that's another thing that kind of makes me not want to quit gaming, because, like, I genuinely kind of want to see where the KH storyline goes, because, like, its build-up is way too good. Like, my wish is I want them to do a really good twist with the Master. Like, I don't know if you were in the stream when I was talking to Dave about it. I think he was, actually, to be honest. I get confused, as you know. But I was like, they need to make the twist where it's like, oh, not that it's Xehanort, because that's getting old fast, but make it that it's like either an alternate timeline Sora, or it's like Sora from the future trying to stop him making... Like, there needs to be that type of twist, like, where it's like, because I could see that coming. Like, there's recently that other game by Square Enix called Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise, and technically I think the twist was already revealed that Jack technically fights himself because it's like Garland or whatever. So I'm just like, why can't they do it like that? And I still have a massive theory as well that the whole Final Fantasy storyline will connect more into Kingdom Hearts later on, and it won't just be like, oh, there's a character, like, oh, you just spoke to she literally just bunny hop there. Like, it's not like just a normal conversation with them, like, there's genuinely like a connection with it. And the main giveaway with that is how Remind ended when they played like Somnus, and it was just like, yo, but yeah, I do agree with your comment, by the way. Sorry, I didn't reply to it first. I just wanted to explain about the pros and cons about why I may have to like actually ditch gaming, especially with the fact that I was explaining on stream earlier that I used to have like this crush on this girl, and she wasn't really a girl. She was like in her 30s, and this affected my mental health back in May. Like I swear it started late May to like June 2021, and yeah, I met her for it, and I loved her voice. I loved how she looked, and I ended up like I was down bad for her. Like, most of my deep friends know how bad I was, and yeah, yeah, it's not only that, but many other things have affected my mental health recently. So that's what I'm like, I just want to do this one-off stream where I'm like, here's just me playing DBD for like an hour or like two. I'll probably end up making this stream 2 hours since it's just a one-off one, but genuinely I don't know, just one of those, because like that one of the YouTubers that I watch, he used to play video games in his childhood, and then he was like a big RuneScape fan. Never played it, but like I got what the hype was about. Like, personally, if someone said, oh, if you could play a game for like ever and your time would never be like on your ass or whatever, and like you could still be productive and play it, and someone was like, oh, World of Warcraft or RuneScape, I pick RuneScape any day. Like, not only is it because the community, from what I've heard, is more chill from RuneScape, but also just like everything else about it. Like, I probably just triggered so many people right now, but I'm just saying, I've heard a lot of stories about RuneScape, and I generally, if they made it on the future on console, I'd get it personally. I'd be like, oh yeah, that and Team Fortress 2. I've always wanted to play that game since my childhood. Like, I've always been a Valve fan, especially because of Gmod, Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, the Portal games, and the biggest dream, which I actually saw an edit of, no joke, is like when they finally make the 3, because Valve and 3 do not mix. It's like the cursed 3. So. Yeah, exactly. I know I'm quite far behind on your comments, but like, Nomura's a clever guy. Like, I know that you're probably not interested on Fortnite, but I can see a potential on Kingdom Hearts being in Fortnite. Like, there's so many evidence that it can work. Like, even though Fortnite community is technically a bit toxic, I can it could genuinely work, especially if like they've added like collabs from like multiple type of media, whether it's movies, TV programs, video games. Like, it's possible. Not only is it because like technically Disney and Fortnite / Epic Games are open arms, but there's more proof, right, that Epic Games also put the Kingdom Hearts games on their like site thing, or whatever it was, like, for it. Like, there's just so much proof that it can happen. Like, back when I used to talk to that other girl, not the one that I had a crush on, the other one, but technically in the end I did have a bit of crush on the other one, but it wasn't as bad as the 32-year-old, so I'm not going to get too deep in that. But she used Twitter, and in my opinion, I'm never touching Twitter because my dad uses it, and I don't like the cancel culture on there, and I have enough social media as it is. Like, I literally had to delete Snapchat, Twitter, and I also disabled my Facebook. So all I use now is Google, even though Google technically doesn't count as it because you're mainly using it to just do research when needed. But my main two social medias are YouTube, Instagram, occasionally Messenger, and WhatsApp. That's it. But I don't even touch Facebook at all now. I've literally disabled it. So, because I know Messenger technically still counts, but like, I'm not going into Facebook. I'm going onto Messenger. That's a big difference. Like, it used to be that you'd have to go on it, or you go on the app to do like both anyway. But I just go onto Messenger if I've got like a friend or the occasional family. But even then, I don't. There's only one person I'm talking to there, and that's that cousin of that girl I used to talk to. And I had to delete 2 recent streams that involved her because I was just like, nah. I don't want her voice ingrained in my head because like I still can't get that woman that one that I generally felt like head over. Technically, it's head over heels, but that's more using a girl sense. About like how down bad I was for her. So, I hate those spammers, dude. I'm hotter than that. You know what? I'll play as that thing then. I love that one too much. The first ever Survivor skin that has its own music right here. That's for the viewers that don't know about this, by the way. So, yep. Like, this genuinely surprised me. I didn't see it in the leaks where it plays music, and when like, if you listen to the full theme, well, it goes like, oh, it literally sounds like Star Wars, like proper prequel music, like it's intense. Yeah, no, it's all right. Everyone has those burdens with mental health, and sadly I've had it most of my life. And my saying is, which is true, I've been depressed most of my life. Like, most people are like, oh, you're overreacting. I'm like, no, I'm not, dude. Like, most of it's because of my autism and the fact that my parents have been divorced. I've had to move multiple schools, multiple houses. Kind of like keep in contact with some friends, but like I'm like, it's all mind-boggling, and I genuinely want to have. Don't you mean skin? This, because like this thing, man, it had a theme, because during the event, I don't know why they gave it, but it sounds really cool. I remember, I think the main reason they did it is, one, because it suited the skin, but also because, two, I remember I used to watch like DVD fan-made channels where they made like their own theme for the survivors. They should do that though, like for the licensed ones, like they should actually generally do that. Yeah. The one that I'm using, they just like... Wait, is that the Mr. Grimm's? Nah. I used to watch that dude. I used to watch him. And I even used to be like one of his followers as well. Is he actually genuinely streaming? Is he genuinely streaming, dude? Because like, I used to consistently watch that guy's content. I swear to God, like, I'm keeping this stream for good if it's definitely him. Because like, I used to like, I don't know if you know him, but like, he's funny. Like, he says, get a grip and shit like that. I used to consistently watch his... Or was it Mr. Gims? No, I was thinking of Mr. Gims. I bet it's not. No, he's live. He's live. Please tell me. It's got an ad right now. Yo, I think it's him. I think it's genuinely him, dude. Dude, I'm literally like not gonna simp, but I'm gonna like bodyguard the fuck out of him because I'm pretty convinced it's him. So I don't think you'll know who it is, but yeah, I used to like, especially like during the start of my depression stage, I watched him for like a year and a half. He's generally a really good DBD YouTuber. He also exposed like the arsehole ones like Morph and shit. But yeah, I also really admire him because I like Australian people. Like, if someone said um one of my childhood YouTubers, his name was Dishban. That's it, Dshban. I love Australian people. Like, their banter is fucking amazing. Like, I'd rather have banter with an Australian person than an Irish person, because some Irish people, they take it too far and actually, like, effing and blind and shit. Alright, if it's the swamp, then I know that it's definitely him. I'm not... Yo, I'm actually playing with him! Holy shit! I'm not even kidding. I literally had to go off stream, so sorry that I can't check the chat. I literally had to go off stream just to check if I'm generally... Yeah, I'm guarding him with my life. This is a dream come true. I've always wanted to play against a DVD streamer that I know. I've only ever played with one that I slightly knew, and it was like this Bubba main, but he wasn't that big. But nah, dude, this is my dream come true. I think the biggest one that I've wanted to play with is Puppers, though. But... oh, it's a trapper. Oh, shit. I'm so happy, man. This has actually made my day. Yo, if Clint Eastwood was here, he'd give me a handshake. Oh, shit! I spoke too soon. I'm gonna get wrecked now. I'm gonna get wrecked. Oh shit. Oh, at least he literally teleported on the other side. Man, I'm dead. Yo, wait. Yo, Gims was actually trying to body block as well. Yo, kudos. Yo, goes for the big pog save? Shit. I'll go left. Is he gonna tunnel? Oh snap! Oh, on another storm. Yeah, he's gonna get fucking brain hemorrhage. Never mind it being given to survivors. Literally, he's just been given it. But yeah, like... now the fact that I've literally been able to play with like a streamer that I used to watch consistently, that like generally like this Valentine's Day hasn't been that bad, like especially compared to last year's Valentine's Day, but there's been a lot of good sides to it. I said earlier in the stream that like even though I'm still single, I don't mind waiting a few more years to actually sort my life out and then get a girlfriend, because that's what most people recommend anyway. And I've only ever had one girlfriend, and that didn't actually count because I was a kid and it wasn't, you know, like proper adult love where like intimacy and then all that shit and like, oh, buy stuff for her and all that shit, so it doesn't really count. So yeah, I thought you wouldn't recognise I. Sorry, I read the don't worry thing, but I thought you wouldn't know him. But yeah, like I don't watch him like as much as I used to, but I also had to stop my subscription because I already had like a lot of stuff subscribed to him, but I was a silver badge on his streams originally. But yeah, I was like a dedicated fan to him. I want to hit it. Never mind, I'm just gonna have to take my advice. Go. Being a team player right now, go run for the hills. What the hell was that lag? No, Gims! Don't die on me, dude! I promise to be your bodyguard. I better not waste this actually. I've got DS. He's probably thinking, get on the gem. I'm like, no, if he finds me, then my DS has run out and he knows that I've touched the gem. Half of me just wants to go for this. Nah, someone else can say. Oh shit, she just got knocked down. Okay. Speaking of DVD YouTubers real quick, I think, like, I know this is dark to make this as a joke, but I generally think that the next time Noob 3 comes back, it will probably be when World War 3 happens. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because, like, I don't blame him for having long breaks and shit, but like this one, like he has it way too much. Like I get why he had the recent one because of the copyright situation, but I'm like, it's been like I think over 3 months now, and I'm like, dude, where's your content at? Literally, I don't even care if he just like starts pulling a ninja and does whatever that game that was similar to CS:GO was. Like, I'm not that interested in the game, so that's why I can't think of it. But that one game, I honestly wouldn't mind if he did that. It's like Valorant, that's it. If he started playing Valorant, I'd still watch because like I generally found him entertaining. Like him and Puppers were my two favourite DVD YouTubers and streamers, but Puppers still uploads, but his schedule's weird, but technically it's been a bit like that since the start. Now Noob 3 is just like, oh, I'm back, and then there's like a hiatus for like near enough a whole year, because that's what he did last time. It was like, dude, man's been like almost like as if he was temporarily dead. It was like, dude, fuck. Like, especially like it's crazy because even though like I'm small and like some YouTube channels I know on YouTube only upload like one video and then like they never upload ever again. But like my consistency's been ass as well. Yet I've still come back through the blue or whatever the saying is. So I'm just like, I know that Noob 3's got a lot probably on his mind as well mentally, like I have. Just so. Yo, what's up, buddy? Shit! Yeah, never mind. He's gonna find me, isn't he? No. Oh shit. No. But like, I honestly wasn't expecting to play with the Mr. Gims at all. Shit! Well, I'm a dead man walking. I wanted to try and juke it, never mind. It was a try and that counts. Oh, just a reminder, do you want a specific build again? I just want to ask you one time, by the way, because if you do, then I've got, again, as I explained earlier, every killer and every survivor from now in the game. I've even got Leech Springtrap. I'm kidding, I haven't. If I did, then like I'd play it in private matches alone, because I know as soon as I did that, I want to actually, real quick, I just want to spectate games. Because I'm genuinely happy that I got the Mr. Gims in my lobby. I never thought that like this year, and like out of all the days on like Valentine's Day, I got to like, yo, like, why is there a skill check notification glitch? That sounds terrible. It's got like a double. I don't know. It sounds weird. Maybe it's because he's streaming. That's for sure. Oh, it feels bad. Now that sucks. Luckily it's his first shot, so he's alright. UEB's a team player and gets something. Yeah, exactly, like, I'm glad I got that as well, Daydreamer. Like, that has made me cheer up a lot. Like, even though I don't watch him anymore, technically, because like, last time I think I watched him was like, when was it? Because I was kind of like going back and forth against back in the, I'd say it was probably like early July. I stopped watching his content consistently early July, but like I'm just happy that I'm like, oh, I recognise him. Actually, I'll just ask after the match what you want. I'll be like, Killer, survivor, killer, I don't do it like that, but you know what I mean. The choice is yours. Oh, nice! I remember also, like, even though he's shit talk a lot on behaviour and how they act, I completely agree on his point on, like, if they added, like, the likes of Jason and Springtrap in the game, how good that'll be for the game, especially Springtrap, like, that'll bring not only like to like kids to like early teens into this game, but like it'll make more like population of players for the game. Kind of like when they increase the amount of players back for the RE chapter. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I don't mind. Oh, he had no head as well. You know, literally, I was really wanting Kims to survive too. Like, he saved my ass a ton. Like, he owed me a favour like I was going to owe him. Dude, I need to give him props, man. Like, I know it doesn't show anymore when you give someone props, but I think it technically counts to do that. That and the killer. So killer was decent, I'll give him that. DJ Billy. But yeah, I'll wait for what you want to decide on either killer or survivor, because luckily I can... I mean, personally, if someone said, well, what do you play better? In my opinion, killer, but it, like, depends. Because, like, it would be funny, because, like, I remember on that one stream where David was like, oh, what's your worst killer? And then I said nurse, and he was like, oh, he could relate. But, like, because I used neat add-ons, I actually wasn't playing as her that bad. Like, if I was using, like... her average add-ons, then I'd like play way worse. But it was crazy because I remember rewatching that one stream where it was like, because I wasn't like, he probably didn't believe me, but when like he told me not to look, I genuinely didn't look at the stream. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I wish I could have video evidence, but I didn't. But yeah, like, there was one point I looked back at it and he was like, he thought that I found him when I blinked past, when I actually, no joke, didn't. Like, I was like, because I zoomed past that quick with the blink, I didn't see him in the Grim Pantry or whatever that other swamp map is. I'll give you an example, right, for the Stranger Things what I was talking about earlier. So the only cosmetic I was ever able to get was Steve, right? So as we were the Scoops doer, right? But now if you go onto the now, there's no cosmetics. Literally. Like, the babysitter one's gone, the other one he had is gone, the high school one's gone. Same for Nancy and Demo, they're literally all gone. I wanted to get Kumagorgon, but I didn't realise they were going to get rid of them that soon. Like, I actually wanted Kumagorgon, not only for the memes, but also because I thought, like, that would be, like, pretty cool to use in matches. Oh, I just remembered. Basically, recently when I spent my last real-life money on this game, which was, like, a few days ago, I luckily... Okay, let's be honest here, right? I know, and this is really cringe to say. But, like... Damn! Why has Kate gotta look, like, in that? Just, yeah. Like, she knows she's impressing someone with the new fucking outfit. I am just saying. They should have made one for Jane, though, because, like, I'm like, yo, if I was in the entity realm and I could pull a chick, I'd fucking pull Jane any day. That's just how I work, you know. I like it, yeah. It just doesn't go too deep into it, but you know, that's the best way I can say it. I just read your comment about Glitch Trap. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I think if I was correct, Glitch Trap was technically connected to William Afton anyway, but I think it would... what they could do is just make it a legendary cosmetic for him. That's what they could literally do. Just make it a legendary cosmetic for Springtrap, but like... And I think there's literally a video on YouTube where this one guy made a full 3D animated concept for it. And I was like, yeah, that's how it would be. The killer would be called The Attraction, the survivor would be Michael Afton, William Afton's son, and then the map would be Fazbear's Fright. Like there was this, I watched this one stream where they were having a debate like, oh, what would the map be? Would it be the like new, what was I going to say? I'll quickly read your comment as I get really into what I was trying to say. I was going to say, fuck. Oh yeah, it was the new like resort for like the one that's in that new Final Fantasy game. The like not How Wanted, the other one. Forget the name because I'm not as invested as I was back in like 2014 to like 2017, like FNAF fanboy days. But that I can see being a map, but like one, it would be too big, and two, it doesn't give that horror aesthetic to it like Fazbear's Fright would. Because like, I can imagine them doing it like most people would say, and I remember I used to talk to Angelo, shout out to King Cerberus 22, sorry I don't play with you anymore man, that's just a person I used to stream with. Anyway, me and him both agreed that the perfect map for Springtrap would be Fazbear's Fright. And more likely when it was burnt down as well, because it kind of gives more that scary element to it, and just like, oh, it's an aftermath, and like the entity kind of engulfed it into its own realms. But yeah, that's personally my whole idea. Like there'd be a full DLC, get Springtrap, Michael, and then Fazbear's Fright. And then I remember someone was saying like they could make the DLC that big, kind of like what they did with Silent Hill, where like the bully skins for like the teenagers that were in FNAF 4 could be Legion outfits, like where they're wearing the masks of like Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, etc. Like that could genuinely work. I could see that being in game. I'd love that. I'll just read your comment now. Oh, I didn't know you were gay. Oh, okay. I'll go on Killer for now, and then I want to see what you want to say on what to do. Because I was thinking of whether to play as Blight or not. I was playing as Trickster. I can't remember if you said that you generally simped for him, but like, it's just I remember like a lot of people I knew were like, "Oh, Danny," especially with those girls that I used to play with. Like they simped hard. I'm like, I know for a fact that like if genuinely he would like if he was real, right? If Ji-woon Huck was real and they went to a concert and he kidnapped them and murdered them, they'd be fine with it. Like you could just generally tell with their tone of voice and how into it they were. Like they'd be fine being sliced and diced to death, dying slowly, and just that like like it sounds like generally psychopathic sane, but like you could just tell it the way they were laughing and simping and like doing those gasms and shit that they were like, yeah, they wouldn't mind it at all. Like I'm like, damn, I know people simp for like psychopaths, but I'm like, couldn't you just calm it down a bit? Like the only killer that I kind of half simped for a while ago was Plague, but that was only because she had nice, like, she doesn't have like nice bodily functions because it's all been plagued and shit, but I'm saying like if you take away all the rotten flesh, she generally has like that kind of like Lady Dimitrescu body. But like besides that, I'm like no. Yeah, for now I'll just put on Ghostface and see if you change your mind on what killer I should play. Because like again, I'm doing what David says, and it's like pick a killer, survivor, and then what build. Because I remember like when I was in his streams, like I couldn't help but like want to like edge to my build, like oh do mine. One time I just had to leave because like I waited for him to try and do my Deathslinger one, and then he ended up ignoring it. So I was just like, I'm sorry, and I just didn't say a word and I left. Because I waited patiently, and he ended up playing Deathslinger, but he didn't even do my build, even though I did my build earlier than anyone else's. Like, no offense to him, but that generally ticked me off. Like, I thought, fuck this, and I wanted to just do other things. I was just like, nah, I'm not wasting my time. Oh, Trapper. Yeah, that I get. There's this YouTuber, I don't watch her anymore, but she simps for Blight, right? Which I sort of get. Like, I can kind of see how this serum like a turn on, but it was also kind of like she liked his overall Victorian-esque look to him, and also when he was human, because his real name was Talbot Grimes. Again, for some reason, I've always been more invested in the DVD storyline than the Fortnite lore. But yeah, Trapper I get, because he does have that, like, full body. But since I have been bi-curious, but I'm not bi-curious anymore. I'm adamant that I'm straight now. But, like, female killer-wise, right, the only ones that I'd simp for, like, or if they weren't turned into, like, killer-wise, would be Plague or Spirit. Because, like, if the legs weren't cut, and also I used to sometimes, I'm not going to go into detail on that sauce, that is too sauce, but you know what I mean. I might put Legion on. Yeah, I was guessing he didn't. Sorry I sound impatient, I generally want to know if you want to pick a killer or not. So I've got Trapper, who you sent for. I've got Bing Bong. I want to do it like how he does it, where he nicknames them, right? So we've got Billy Boy. We've got Nurse should be here, but she's disabled, so we'll call her Nurse on her part-time job. We've got Lullaby Bitch, which I nickname her. We've got Mr. Breathe over here, who needs to take his inhaler. We've got the Hag, who, as we know, Demi Plays, that one YouTuber, would love to drop kick her ass, because she's just twigs with fucking, yeah. We've got the Doctor, who would love to have a laugh contest with Jiwoon Hawk, but I still think he has the best. I still think that Trickster has the best laugh in the game. No one can change my mind, he just does. We've got Mr. Mr. I'm gonna eat your face and put it as my own. We've got Mr. Wet Dream Gone Wrong. We've got Miss Bacon. We've got I'm dying of a cardiac arrest. We've got I phase too much and my father is an asshole. We've got a bunch of angsty teens. We've got Vommy Mommy. We've got not the full license Ghostface. That still pisses me off. I'm sorry. I wish the fuck they did a full DLC for this guy, where we had like the Ghostface, not where it had a space in. That forever bugs me. That we got Sydney. Yeah, I knew you'd love the description for them, man. I went creative on this, but like it bugs me. It's like the Ghost, then space face, and it's like that's not how they do it. Like, I know they couldn't get the full license, but I would have genuinely loved them to have the Ghostface as the killer, but they could have called him the Stalker or the Ghostface, but a full word. Then have Sidney Prescott as a survivor, and then I forgot what the town was called in the movies, but they could have used that, like, basically Haddonfield 2.0. We've got Demo Pog. I'm forever going to nickname him that, back from the days when I used to consistently watch DVD streamers. We've got Oni Woni Spaghetti Oni. That's my big nickname for him. We've got Mr. You Yeed Your Last Whore. We've got Mr. Go to the Gulag. See, personally, with a bromance, I could see the Executioner and Pinhead having a bromance. Like, they're full on BDSM shit. Like, I could see them just hanging out, having some beers, being like, how was your day? Oh yeah, I just slayed like 4 survivors. Oh yeah, me too. How was your trial? I mean, besides getting teabagged and slammed by like 5 pallets and getting clicky with flashlights, it was generally fine. At least I got to Mori 2 of them. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. We've got Mr. I'm addicted to heroin. Literally, it's like if drug addicts were like it's kind of like tragic, but like I don't know, like, jokes aside, I do like what they did with this character. And like, I remember when he first came out, I was like, yo, a pinball killer, that won't be effective in match. And like, he takes skill. He's like Nurse, but without the blinks. Like, generally, I actually, as soon as he came out live after the PTB, I generally started to enjoy this dude. We've also got the, I'm gonna say the abortions. Because you've got fucking little fetus here, and then you've got like the older sister that if you piss her off, she'd just stomp on it. Because I know she wouldn't do that because they always have arguments with each other. But you know, we've got Mr. K-pop killer, or as I like to nickname, the one member of BTS they wanted you to forget about. Oh yo, who's this? Wait, are you undead from PlayStation? PlayStation. Yo, what's up, dude? I swear that's the undead. What's up, my guy? We've got Nemestepsis, as Monto says. We've got Mr. BDSM, and last but not least, we've got disabled. No, I'm kidding. We've got the weeaboo artist, where like she'll just do ink and then it's a fetish. Yeah. So any of those killers. Wait, you want me to play as the forgotten BTS member? Okay then. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was you, Undead. Yeah, I played with you yesterday. I was thinking you would eventually find the machines. I'm gonna be generous and put blood points on. Actually, no, you probably want to see his Mori. Because I showed it early on the stream, Daydreamer, but yeah. I'm going to change these add-ons real quick as well. We'll use increases, decreases in work blades, that, yeah, Fizz Spin Soda and Cage Heart shoes. Or should I go with the... Nah, I really want to use a purple one. I'll go with the... Shatter. The Shatter one's pretty decent. It's not my favourite. My favourite one's Trick Blades, but actually no. I didn't do what I said. I didn't say what do you want to choose for the build. Sorry, Daydreamer. My perks are Joel, Lethal Pursuer, Triggered. I nickname Enduring Triggered because it's literally like the killer gets triggered after getting a fucking pallet on their head. So I just nickname that Triggered. You can't heal around here. It's really basic, but that was like that would just fall down the spot. But yeah, these are all my perks. I generally want to get, as I explained earlier on the stream, I want to get Shadowborn on them. Yeah, choose your build if you want to, because I can change the add-ons as well. I've got all his commons, all of his uncommons, literally everything. I ended up spending more blood points on this dude than Legion. Like, I never thought I'd ever do that, but I did. Because, you know. I'll wait, because you're probably typing right now. Come late. Oh, alright then, I'll go for me then, sure. I might do like a random per build. Because like, I like this one that I'm using right now, but I kind of want to test what I usually do when it comes to Trickster is I don't change Iron Maiden, which is way too good with lockers and also just for effing survivors over. Deadlocks help me a lot. But I want to kind of... I might just use one of those, like, ones that, like, the occasional Trickster mains use, where it's, like, it's got Ruin, Undying, so it keeps it active, and then I'll change that to maybe Nowhere. Wait. Nah, Starstruck. Because then, if they get exposed in my turret, I can just fuck them over. Yeah, I swear you said that on David's stream one time, by the way. Like, I understood in the past why, like, people simped for him, but, like, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, yeah, look at him, he could, like, kidnap me and stab me any day, or sing me a lullaby before I die, or some shit. Like, I bet even if I was a girl, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, Oppa, like say all that like fucking shit, but I wouldn't be like that obsessed with it, like where I'd want to have a body pillow of him, or I'd genuinely wish he was weird. I said real, and he kidnapped me or some shit. Like I don't want that. But as I explained earlier in the story, I never noticed that he has like cut angel wings. I never realised that. That reminds me so much of that one character from the X-Men. I never noticed that. I never noticed that at all. Oh, I thought he was going to do the love hand thing before the match starts. Never mind. Sometimes rare, you have to like wait it out for. Yeah, they are, but like little. I mean, that's just people in a nutshell. Because that woman who I had a crush on, it turned out she was a narcissist. So no wonder why she was like, "Oh yeah, daddy trickster, like literally kill me slowly and then rape me or whatever." I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, if it was some hobo, you'd fucking call that person for rape. Yet if it was some fucking hottie, you wouldn't mind. Like, women who work that way just deserve to be disassociated from society. I'm sorry, but it's fucking true. Like, just nah. Yeah. Well, that's kind of like what I think, but for Jane, I'd want Jane any day. Literally, like, I'd legit, like, I don't know if you'd be the same if you were in the entities realm. Literally, because I bet how the entity'd work is, like, in, like, horror movies where you can't have sex and, like, you'd, like, die like Jason. I'd literally have a deal with the entity, be like, yo, I can smash Jane, like, but the deal is I can smash Jane as long as you don't kill me halfway, and that I can probably, like, I'll let you kind of take my soul a little bit more each trial. Like that type of deal. Like I'd be that invested. Like, please just let me get laid by her, and then you can kill me all you want. I just like that's kind of like me going like down bad, but kind of like the way how they were, but for like fucking trickster. But it's technically not the person I like killing me. That's just the entity itself killing me. That's a whole different scenario. But that's how I roll. I'm like, even though I generally like I find the new Kate outfit hot, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'd take Kate over Jane any day. Well, I wouldn't. I would be like, no, dude. If they were side by side, I'd be like, bye, Kate. Like, you look stunning and all, but Jane's my lover now. Like, bye. Taste the dynamite in BTS. Na 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 na. As you've noticed, I put subtitles on because I get to like see everything he says, and that's better. Yeah, exactly. Like, my point being is, I wouldn't do it for a psychopath. My deal is different. Mine's like, I'm saying it to the entity, not, oh, the killer can... Like, I think what's worse is the people who simp for Michael Myers. Because Michael Myers, if you think about it, is more of a psychopath than Ji-woon. Because he killed people, like... Fucking Michael Myers killed people, even though he's fictional, he killed people since he was a kid. And he doesn't talk, and I get that he's like buff looking and shit, but one, he doesn't talk, two, he's literally a psychopath, three, he's literally indestructible, whereas like Ji-woon, I think if Ji-woon got a headshot to the face, he'd just die. I don't think he's like one of those indestructible. Wait, have we got a sim here? Have we got a sim? Is that near a trickster sim? Taste my kunais, motherfucker! Okay, anyway, let's go back. If you haven't noticed already, because you wasn't here when I was playing Trickster at the start of the stream, I always laugh whenever he laughs. Like, I get embodied with his character. Like, if I had enough money and was, like, decided to be a full-on gamer streamer, I would generally want to cosplay as this outfit, the one that I'm running right now, more than the default one. I'd like like, if it was like Valentine's Day 2024 or something like that, and I had like decided to be, oh yeah, I'm going to be a full-time gamer streamer, I would genuinely love to cosplay this. Like, I'm not even kidding. So I think the main downside would be is the issue of me making it. I'd probably rather get like maybe make half of it and then pay someone to like make the rest of the outfit. As you've noticed, my kunai aim is kind of ass. Late dead on, hold up, what the fuck? Save right, dare you? Let's get on the ground! Yeah, he does. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he fucking does. What are you doing? Why does her breathing sound loud like I'm using, not a nurse's call, and the other one where, like, the breathing's loud as shit. I'm not even using that one add-on. Her breathing sounds like I can hear it in Cincinnati. Yes, I can finally use my main event. I dare you, any survivor come closer and I'll fucking pop a million kunais out right in your face. I'm not afraid to do it. Yeah, you bastard! Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it! I also like another detail that I adore about the trickster though, like without being starting to sound like a simp, is the more kunais you throw and damage a lot of survivors, the more louder his like grunts get where he's being angry. And if you like quickly like down a lot of survivors, the more psychopathic his laugh gets. Like, kudos to Behaviour for actually adding that detail in. I fucking love it. Oh, thanks about the cosplay thing. I've actually never properly cosplayed before. The only like closest thing that I've actually done to a cosplay was like this cheap Jason Voorhees one I did when I went to my second ever Comic-Con. But I haven't gone to a Comic-Con in years, but that's that story. But speaking of which, I have this cheap Legion mask, but I'm like, I don't want to use it for a cosplay. Like, I went through a stage where like I was fully like, I wasn't simping for it. Like, I know people could say like, oh well, that makes you simp. I'm like, no, I was just hooked on everything to do with Legion. Like, I liked how edgy they were, I liked its power, I like the fact that they're like based in the 90s, that it's heavy metal themed. Because when like I used to be that gullible when the Legion first came out, I didn't realise how OP their old power was, and I realised, yeah, there's no cooldown, you can literally down people in frenzy. I'm like, yeah, this is bullshit. No wonder they changed it. I'm glad. Like, I used to be like, yo, why are you hating on Legion? And I look back at old Legion, I'm like, oh, no wonder. Old Legion was OP as shit. So what I was thinking they could do, if they ever give Legion a small buff, is maybe they could kind of like do something similar to it, but it would have to be iridescent. Like, yeah, basically what it would do is you'd hit 3 people in Feral Frenzy, and then the last person you hit in Feral Frenzy, they get downed, like instantly downed. Like that would be an epic buff for like an iridescent add-on. Like, instead of like, yeah, that could be like the better version of iridescent protocol. Like, that's if they. Because, like, personally, another thing that I want them to do, which took them ages, is I want them to give Legion Chase music where it's, like, heavy metal and shit. Like, I've thought of my own concept one in my head where, like, it's kind of similar to how Tricksters goes, where it sounds like a mixture of, like, eerie music where it's, like, blasting your ears, but it's kind of like, you know, when they go, like, nee, 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 you know, when, like, someone's kind of, like, doing that on, like, guitar, but, like, it sounds like that, but it's, like, really ballistic, and, like, you hear, like, the shredding of the electric guitar and shit, and it literally sounds like ballistic heavy metal. Like, I would love that as Legion Chase music. Like, it would generally make them fucking terrifying, them chasing after you and trying to fucking stab your guts out. Like, that, I've wanted Legion Chase music since they first came out, and I think they're getting closer to it. It's just they can't do it yet because I know behaviour has a lot of shit to work on, but I like that recently they gave Huntress her own lobby music. They haven't gave her own chase music, but they finally gave her her own lobby music. Like, I'll prove it after this lobby. I think you would even better than him. What? Really? Like, that I'd look better than him? I mean, I haven't... Like, I'm not even that, like, got that much of a good physique, though. Like, I'm trying to work on it, personally, but... I'd also rock his hair dye. Like, I'm naturally blonde, but if I had, like, hair dye, I'd do that, like, midnight blue hairstyle any day. Like, I'd love to get, like, a temporary spray it, and then do that. Okay. Well, that match went tits up as expected. Whatever. I was on something on DVD. But yeah, I've seen lots of different concepts for Legion Chase music, and I generally think of, like, there's a lot of different versions, and there was, like, one that was, like, really, really uncommon, where, like, it did it as, like, its own little segment, where, like, Julie's in danger, because, like, Frank's really protective over his girlfriend. Like, that was really, really good, but it's, like, really hard to find on YouTube, because it only has, like, a few hundred views, whereas the other ones has, like, thousands and shit, like the one by Mr. Envy. But that's, like, yeah, I'm like, if they ever add Legion Chase music, I know it's gonna be, like, Bob and, like, scary and shit, because, like, I've also started, like, I know this is controversial, but I even said this to a friend of mine. I'm starting to actually like, and people go like, yo, whoa, what the fuck? And start, like, shouting at me and shit. But I genuinely like DBD's own characters more than the licensed ones. And people are, like, going, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck are you saying? But, like, think about it, right? Not only have you got the likes of Trapper, Nurse, etc., but they even made a K-pop killer slightly intimidating. Like, people were saying in the past, well, he's not scary. Yeah, he's not supposed to look that scary, but the scary part about him is he looks like a genuine dude, where, like, it's scary because it's kind of, in a sense, how the Legion, they're like normal people in the day, and then in the shadows, they just are fucking psychopaths. That's what makes them scary. It's not like, oh, look, it's like, look at the Blight, or look at the Oni. It's, like, secretly intimidating. Like, for example, he looks handsome, yet they've added that, like, extra dark look to him with, like, kind of shading his eyes more and adding, like, yellow with, like, the fake thing for the eyes. Oh, yeah. That's alright, I get what you mean. Most people compliment my looks. It's because, like, personally, I get what people mean about, like, sometimes natural beauty doesn't hold everything, though. Because, like, I kind of also want to gain muscle in my life and kind of fix on myself as well. But, oh yeah, I was going to start my Legion real quick. But thanks for the compliment again, by the way. Also, one time, no joke, I said this to a friend, like, I know, and she usually get offended by, like, saying, don't say no homo, but I was like, Frank has a good physique. Like, I literally said Frank's got a bod, not gonna lie. Like, I meant it as, like, I'm admiring it, but I wouldn't want to go up and touch it, or, like, grab his junk or some shit. But, like, I could see why some people out there would simp for Frank. Like, that I get. I went through a short stage as well where I had a slight crush on Susie, but that dropped. Not only because, like, she'd betray me any second, but also because just so many reasons why I'm like, nah, I should stop. I think the main part where is I have a thing for, like, some girls in skirts. I don't know why. Like, this outfit, yeah. But yeah, I usually had this thing as well, where, like, I grinded a lot of outfits. Like, I went through a stage where the main outfits I would get is either Legion or Dwight, because Dwight is technically one of my survivor moons. Yeah, exactly, like, that that's his backstory. That's Trickster's backstory. People said he's not scary. He's just goofy. I mean, he's a K-pop like fucking star with a bat. I'm like, dude, literally, this game has proven you can make almost anything scary, and horror movies have been trying to do that anyway. Like, there's that one stupid horror movie concept where they tried to make, no joke, there's a horror movie out there, it's called The Drone, and it was where like this soul was in a fucking drone. It was that stupid. But I'm like DBD knew what they were doing in the marketing with the Trickster. They were like, well, why don't we get the hype of K-pop and mix it in with horror? And then boom, like as soon as I saw the first ever reveal where it wasn't even the full thing, as soon as they showed that boom 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 boom, like with that whole reverse back and forth thing where they went into audio files and it sounded like murder or whatever it said, like that, I was like, yeah, it's K-pop. And like that was way before they even did the PTB for the Trickster. But I was like, yeah, it's definitely K-pop. And that was because it was just too coincidence at the time anyway, because K-pop started growing even more during that time anyway. Oh, thanks. Yeah, most people say that about me and stuff. I mean, even though I've got autism, my humour's been carried around on the people I hang out with. Like, I'm just grateful that I understand banter and shit. Like, I'd hate to live a life where I wouldn't understand banter and sarcasm. I'd hate that. Literally, that would be one of my biggest pet peeves, where I can't understand those. Like, there's people out there that, like, right, this, I have to get this off my chest. I want to quickly play Enemy Stepsis. I want to just fucking get the kink of him just whipping it with his fucking tentacles. But, yeah, the thing about sarcasm, which I hate, is when people say they're being sarcastic and they don't even have that tone on it. I'm like, no, you're not being sarcastic, you're just being a dick. Like, for example, they'd say, oh, I can't believe that person bought that, but they don't like add that tone to it, so it just sounds like they're just saying it normally, not just, oh, I can't believe that person bought that set of you know what I mean? Like, people who don't add that on is fucking stupid. Just like, how can I tell you're being genuinely sarcastic when you don't even have that obvious tone that you're being sarcastic to me? Like, how the fuck would I know? Like, people like that deserve to get a grip, as Mr. Gims would say. I'm going to try and use a green more if I can. Is that a silver macula? Yeah, it's silver macula. Yeah, exactly. Voice tone is important. I literally like explain that to my dad, because I think one time my dad made that fatal error as well. Like, Dad, that's not how you be sarcastic. You need to add the tone in. Like, I've known that since my early teens. Like, that's the whole point of sarcasm. You're adding a tone on it. Like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Or like, oh, wow, I can't believe that person won an award. Like, I remember I used to be really hooked on ASDF movie, and it was like, there was this one skit where it was like, and the most biggest sarcasm goes to, or something like that, the person is like, wow, thank you so much. Like, oh, my laugh unintentionally sound like Trickster then, sorry. If you see me next week and I've started I forgot what his group's called, not One Piece, they call it whatever, that thing. If you see me in Seoul in Korea and you see that there's people going missing, you know who exactly it is. I'm kidding. That's just my edgy. I'm also a person who loves edgy humor. Like, you would have loved personally to be around me when I play Cards Against Humanity, because I generally won because of my dark humor. I'm not even kidding. Like, I know when the right time to use dark humor and when not to use dark humor. Like, I've grown up on that shit, so that's why I'm like, yeah, that's genuinely funny. So yeah. Bad Ham Preschool? Nah, I love but hate this map as killer. I've It's my favourite spirit, nurse, and hag, I'd say, because and trapper, but everyone else is like no. Oh, glyph. What do I do? Yeah, exactly. Like, I love dark humor too. I'm just saying, like, I know when to use it and when not to use it, because, like, the past me wouldn't have. I see you, bitch. Come here. Get the kinky whip of death. Oh, nice. But yeah, there's rumours. Oh, that was inches. I hate when the game does that. But because we've got the Ringu as the next licensed DLC, there's been rumours that because the 6th anniversary's close, my two biggest theories on who it'll be is it's either going to finally be Candyman because the movie just came out, was it like 4.5 months ago or something like that? So like the 6 could turn into like his hook, kind of like what they did with the Pyramid Head logo, right? Or they won't do that again, and we might actually generally get Springtrap. Like, get this, I still sometimes get that genuinely invested in DVD, right? That sometimes I randomly get DVD dreams. Like this one time, I had this DVD dream where it was like, this happened like a month ago, right? It was so weird. So basically, what are you doing, Jeremiah? Jerona, that's it. Jeremiah. That's his cousin. No, his niece. That's his niece. And Jeremiah. That's always too fucking loud when he gets the upgrade, man. It's always too loud. The only thing I don't like about dark humor is when like people use it as like a threat. Like I'm like, dude, but that's not how. Or when people milk 9/11 humor, like, yo, dude, like that's just wrong. But like if it's like something where it's like a big event happened, but you're using it mixed in with some other context, then it's funny. Like when I was playing COD Against Humanity, I mixed in something with the Holocaust, but if I just went, haha, Holocaust people die, that's not funny, that's just stupid. But because I mixed it in with another card, and it kind of went in with the context of it, that's what made the dark humor funny. So that's like and also, it's funny because one time when I was explaining black humor to someone, they thought I meant like black people humor. But no, black humor, just in case if you don't know, is where it's movies where they have a serious storyline going on, i.e. Fight Club or In Bruges, and then like they have like really, really dark humor, like for example the one almost commits suicide, or they're taking the piss out of a fat person, or one of them found like a Nazi in a dumpster. I'm giving an example, I'm not saying that actually happened. The fuck was that punch? What the fuck was that? Oh my days. Can I do it? Oh, I hate the delay! Oh, if it didn't lag, I might have had that. Fuck. Do you know what? Before I end the stream, I'll play 2... Wait, what's the time? Yeah, I'll play 2. I'll play 2 Slinger Matches. Because personally, I've slightly improved on him. I actually wish I was recording this. I should have saved the clip on PS4, right? No joke, I almost destroyed this lobby. Like, I don't mean to flex, so sorry if it's just like, oh, yo, we flexing. But there was like this Swift, and there was 4 of them, and I think like 3 of them were streaming. I managed to kill like 3 of them, and luckily the Bill survives because I couldn't find him most of the match. But my aim was like, I quick scoped fucking 3 times and only missed a few times, and I was like, damn, and and what made it even like funnier was I literally had a break from him for like over a month. Like That's how much of a killer main I am. I have a break from a killer, and yet I'm still fucking goated as them. That's why, like, when I started DVD, I was more of a survivor main. But like, if someone said, I mean, technically I main both, but like, I play killer more, and also I would class myself as a killer main. If someone said, "Oh, you have to pick one, what would you pick?" And I'm like, "Yo, I'm killer main all the way, man." Not only because I find everything about killer just better. The play style, some of their backstories. Like, I actually got invested in like some of like the traumatic ones, like spirits, etc. and shit. And also the artist backstories. Sad. Oh, and Hillbillies. I am never ever gonna fucking forgive Hillbilly's parents and the backstory. That was fucking wrong. If I was him, dude, I'd fucking go ballistic too and fucking kill everything on the farm and brutally murder my parents if they fucking treat me like that. Literally, any rational male or female would do that. That's just fucking human nature. Like, if someone says, "Well, you're a psychopath," I'm like, dude, have some common sense. If you were abused, put in a fucking room, forced to watch TV, get dragged on a road by your fucking father, and then the fucking sheriffs frame you and hunt down and kill you, you'd want to kill everything in your sight. Literally. You'd want to just grab a fucking massive cattle hammer or whatever they're called, like a sledgehammer, and grow a chainsaw and just go ballistic. That is literally just true. Like, that's just how the human mind works. Once something builds up, it will eventually snap. Like, like, the real talk real quick, like, this is unfiltered fucking Thomas right here, because that's my real name for the people I don't know, Thomas, but anyone can call me Tom, whatever. I used to have proper pure anger issues, right? My anger used to be fucking almost uncontrollable. Like, I used to get angry at maths and just other things because of my autism, etc. But I still, to this day, if something builds up and builds up and builds up, I fucking get it. I haven't got genuinely angry in like a year, I think. Where the fuck? You in there? But yeah. About the flex? Yeah. You know what the flex reminds me of? Like that Willem Drip Foe meme. But like, I can... Yo, someone should do an edit of that, but it's like all the killers flexing their drip. Like one of those like good 3D animators ones. You got like Trickster doing it, you got Legion doing it, you got Nemesis doing it, Nurse, Trapper, etc. Now that would be funny. Someone needs to do that. Oh, too soon. Watch me now have a DVD dream when I go to bed tonight because I've been talking so much about DVD. Nice and lag dead hard. What the fuck was that? Sorry, that Killer Instinct gave me like Cenobite flashbacks. I've changed my mind. I'll quickly play as Mr. BDSM, and then I'll play as the You Yeed Your Last Horror. Nice. Get fisted, lol, innuendo. Wait, now I can break this pallet with a 10. Yeah. Falcon punch. And again. DVD, sometimes a killer is literally like the best game to like fucking take stress off if you're out in a match and you just want to fucking just annihilate survivors. That sounded like, again, if you haven't noticed, I have a really dirty mind. Like, that was proven in school today, right? One of my teachers said like if someone in my school had to like hide a gun near their privates or whatever, so like gun, and I literally like made the gun joke, but I didn't say it properly, but the teachers got it, so it was just really funny. But like, I've been heavily reminded a lot of my like teenhood, and it doesn't help that it's like increased a lot, especially since I'm like, some people say, well, you're not going through puberty anymore. I mean, technically you still are until you hit 21 from what some people say anyway, so I'm going through like my last stages, especially that explains a lot of all the emotional shit, dilemma, all that, and why I've been so down bad for a fucking lot of girls as well. That does not help. Survivor, where are you? Is that a thing? With that ASMR breathing, you know, I fucking knew it was you. Yo, that window for her is just inevitable. She always gets hit from that. Feels bad. Wait, is the comment section gonna update? Yeah, exactly. That's why I've got to like improve my stats, my life, not only like financially, like when I'm older, but it's just I'm the type of person where I don't mind getting used. Like I've gone through a lot of bullshit through my life where I'm just like I just want, like, it's literally natural for someone to want to experience a relationship. I don't mind if I get betrayed or whatever. I want someone in my life beforehand anyway. Like, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. Like, I even say this to people, like, if someone had the time to sit down and listen to me, like, people usually don't believe me, but I remember, like, every fucking traumatic / depressing shit that's happened to me. People would think, well, you live a real life fucking drama / sitcom, and I reply with, well, fuck yeah, I do. Because, like, I'm saying that as half as, like, a agreement, half of, oh, fuck my life type of thing. Because a lot of shit has happened in my life where people will be like, well, are you a protagonist? Because, like, I did the personality test and I was an INFJ, and I'm like, well, no shit, everything in my life feels like I'm a protagonist going through another fucking, not climax, but like kind of like confrontation, whatever the word is, where it's like, oh shit, what's next? Is a car crash going to happen? Is there going to be a guy who's going to pull a fucking knife? Like, literally my life is just a roulette, and that's why I'm like, I get that paranoid where I'm thinking at this point I need to sacrifice certain shit before my mental health gets worse type of thing. It doesn't help where, like, I have a strict dad. Like, I love my dad to bits, but he's very, very opinionated. So it's like, oh, what the fuck do I do? What? How did that not hit? That was, again, 1 millimeter off her booty. Oh my days. Where have you gone? Another, like, DVD collab I'd love to see is, like, because, you know, sometimes they don't do a full DLC. They could kind of do it like Evil Dead again, where they could add Supernatural. I'd love that. Like, that ex-friend that was from like earlier, so the one that he had a semi-crush on, but not as deep as that 32-year-old. Basically, I mean, both of them adored Supernatural, but I'd still say the other one liked it more. Like, the one liked it more than the 32-year-old. It's like, she watched all the seasons, everything, knows all the lines. So yeah, she's like a pro. She even classed herself as the female dean, which I completely agreed on, especially the amount of sass and sarcasm she came out with. So. I'm in concentration mode now. It's surprising, I was just babbling on. Oh, come on, I tried to flick that shit. God damn it. fault. I can't read that right now. I'm invested in the show. Damn, that was a sexy chase, I must say so myself. Damn. It's like not too long, not too short. Just how I like. No, I just made that sound gay. Yo, what the fuck? No offense to like people who are gay, but I literally just made that sound unintentionally gay. Not too long, not too short. Just like, bro, what the fuck? No wonder why people suss me out sometimes, bro. I literally come out with the most dirtiest shit, dude. What the fuck? Anyway, I'll quickly read that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, it doesn't help where, like, I want to improve myself for the future and kind of have these premonitions of, like, oh, if I don't do this now, then my future self will look back at me and thinking, well, why the fuck was you just not having a general self-reflect moment where you just kind of like, well, what would the impact be here, sort of situation. Yes! Yoink that fucker. Yo, I'll make it. She died! Effing chat, literally effing chat moment. I can say that now as well. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes some killers that I like have a break from, I always say this, but I'm like, damn, I forget how fun they are. I'll give an example, right? I had a long break from Demogorgon and Billy, because even though Billy got nerfed, sometimes he's fun as shit. Like, I keep forgetting that if you let go of his chainsaw, like perfectly timed, he can still chainsaw a survivor down. Like, you don't even have to fully dash it. What prick? Yeah, point at me. I'm the main fucking star of the show. Bitches. Shit again. Hey, yeah, that's more like it. Literally effing chat for that Nia. Literally. She just failed like shit. But yeah, I streamed longer than I intended. I was originally going to stream until well, my time, because I don't know if you're a UK person or not, but it's literally 4 minutes to 11. I was really just going to stream until 10 o'clock and that was it, but I'm like, fuck it. I wanted to quickly play 2 more killer matches. One is he came. I'm sorry, but when they finally brought back his patch, I was like doing. Do you ever watch Charlie Penguin Zoo? I don't watch him anymore, but I keep going the woo, yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. I think someone's actually made an edit of that too. Like when they finally brought back his voice lines, like, dude, it only took them like 2.5 months to bring back fucking Mr. Pinhead's voice lines back. Like, the moment they finally actually brought everything back, I was so happy. I was like, yo, that's what we needed! And they added extra ones too, like, sometimes if you pick them up, like he says, you're coming with me, or like, if you don't want to camp, he says like, I'm leaving, or something like that. I forgot the line is, something like that. So, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly play as Pinhead, then the iconic. Sometimes I also nickname like people have the other nickname for Death Slinger, where it's either the like shit slinger, but I always use nickname of the Dick Slinger because I can imagine him going to like those fucking like Dick Tease places. Like I can't think of the right name, but they have like the strippers and stuff. But there's like the Western version of it. Like, yeah, whorehouse, that's the only best way I could say for it. But like, yeah, Dig Slinger, I used to call him that. No, basically, I can't remember if you're like me and like you don't, well, not, I don't know, I'm doing this wrong, but basically they did have the voices for him, but it glitched for a while where they said in the audio files it fucked up. I swear that's the Meg from the last match. But basically, it had a glitch in game after the PTB where it couldn't go live and they couldn't use the voice line, so it was fine in the PTB, and then literally like it took them so long to add it back, and then there was like over 3 patches, and then they finally brought him back. I was like, wow, only took you like fucking 2 months to bring the voice back. It was either 2 or 3 because it was goddamn age. I was like, yo, they could have easily put that in one of the other patches, but nope, we had to wait until the Chinese New Year event came out, then his voice came out. I was like, I literally thought it was going to be until the next chapter until they'd fix his voice. That's how long I generally thought behaviour going to be like, oh yeah, Pinhead, his voice is back. He came. So yeah, every time I came, I'm just, yo, shall I make it sus? I might just make it sus purposely on stream. Right? Every time I use an element configuration, I'm gonna go sus with it. You'll see. Sorry if it unintentionally turns out. I just want to go sus. It's the susmin head. Because he does come though. I mean, I like all the fucking jokes. He opened. The one that I usually like change the sentence where instead of like you open the box I came, I say you open the box I nodded. Like instead of there's like T's, there's like D's in it. Like you drop the fat nut. Also, speaking of cosmetics, there's one more thing that I forgot to show you before I play Deathslinger. Not only did I have enough money for nice. I also had enough money for another trickster outfit. Oh. I opened it first, huh? I was able to get a headpiece for trickster, the one where he's like graffiti-looking artist one. I wanted the headpiece for it for so long, so I was like, yo, why not get it? Because I had the baton, like the police kind of use, but just like the more like Hanks looking dude. Damn it! I tried to swerve that shit. Come on, mate. Show me your moves. Okay, that's the last Captain Falcon reference I'm making this entire. Wait, are you talking about the joke that I just did about fucking Pinhead? Literally, I couldn't stop laughing with all the fucking memes they did. Like, the community, ever since, like, they first added the voice on it, people made jokes not only when the voice in the game, but when they removed it. It was like, you open the box, it was like, nope, nope, nope. It's like when behaviour removed it, it was like, yo, that is way too fucking funny. It's like, either come or don't, like, jeez. Can you open the box already so I can be sus? Literally, I just want to be sus for like 2 seconds, please.
You summoned me. I came.
There you go. There's the sussy backer Pinhead. He literally came. Come here, bitch. She juked the goobies off. Did someone bust a gen over there? You know what? I'd rather check. Yep, I was right. I'd rather like go on to someone else than someone loot me for ages. Like that's the best killer mindset to have when playing killer, because most of them try and waste your time. So. How did that miss, dude? I've seen killer hitboxes hit from like 2 meters away, dude. That should have like gone bullshit mode on me. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Like that's what makes him a BDSM god, because he likes to announce everything. He even announced that he was secretly pregnant. Like, hold up, Like, wait, so you're saying that, like, Pinhead is transgender confirmed? It's a woman in disguise? Like, hold up, what the fuck? Hold the phone. Get mind gamed, XDDDD, 8 million Ds later. DDDDD. Also, what randomly, this is the last thing I would say for night about David, but I keep getting ingrained. I think the best thing about that one night when we last played was when we did Cum Cow Shape 1v1. Like, I was literally the boober and he was like, we literally did it and it was the full on. I was even doing like the meme part where there was like fake rage and everything. It was way like Cum Cow Shed 1v1, caught in 4K, gone sexual, in the hood. Like back to the plate title basically, that means. Oh, hello. I forgot about you. Yo, imagine she had flip-flop just to fucking piss me off. Because like flip-flop with the new wiggle thing is actually like OP but like in a logical way. Like, not OP and like, oh that's game break, it's like OP and like I can do that weird. So many D's, can I have them? Yo, what the fuck? Just goes, I'm like, what? Yeah, as long as it's not mine, we good. It's like, yo, like doing a friend a favour. I got like, even though I don't use Grindr, I'll be like, yo, just like uses Grindr for a friend. Puts it on like there should be like a thing. Like I know people like using mod shit for like their fucking phones and stuff. But it could be like for a straight person, they go on Grindr, they put it on censor mode so they can't see all like the stuff that would turn them off / make them sick. And then like, yo, I just got like a group of men for you. Like, but you owe me, man. Get me fucking 2 girls and then we're good. Genuinely though, like I haven't had like this amount of fun on DVD for quite some time. The last time I played it, it was pretty rain inducing. Like I played like 10 killer matches and most of them were fucking like in your face, you're a fucking prick, go get a life. It was like, wow, that's fucking 3 hours down the drain. I was gonna bait it but whatever, I guess I can't. Yeah, exactly, like I said earlier, there was one stage where I was bi-curious, like I was thinking, oh, should I be bi? But like, I'm definitely straight. Like, I even remember saying this to like close people, I was like, even if I was bi, I'd always like women more. I swear there's a word for that as well, where like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically you're bi, but you like the other sex more still. Like I bet there's some bi people out there where like they're like male more than the female, or the female more than the male sort of thing. But like, if I was bi, which for now I'm adamant I'm not going to be bi, I'd still pick like, oh, liking women more than males. Like that's how I roll. So I know that I've had like a thing for females since fucking my late childhood to early teens, because I was fucking horny as shit and still am to this day. So that's how you know I'm a straight boy. Even though such shit that sounds otherwise, I am definitely straight. I mean, if I change my mind then I can eat my words, but right now I'm pretty convinced that I'm staying straight. Wait, I can kill that person? What the fuck? No, drop it down. Let's go! I forgot I could do that with that fucking her.
I have such sights to show you.
Nice. That's the first time doing his Mori with the improved line. Let's fucking go. So every time I did it, that line had to go. And they didn't do the lip movement, so that's really, really fucking cool. Another thing that made me happy about them bringing the lines back for it. Oh, I could just start killing them off one by one now. Okay, but look, I'm just hooking this dude. Is we've now got 2 killers in the game that can talk. All we need now is Chucky, and then we've got a trio of talking killers who can just play fucking roulette together, and then kind of like that one Samination video where it's like go fish, but instead at the end Chucky says it, and then Pinhead gets pissed off and fucking throws the lament configuration at Chucky's head. Yo, that would be fucking funny. Here we go. And again. I have such sights to show you. And I'm talking from down below.
To show you.
I mean, look, he's literally dragging them down below. Tell me Pinhead is not sus in every way, shape or form. He's dressed like he's fucking a BDSM guy. He says about he's coming. He fucking has chains. And he says, I have such sights to show you. Like, tell me this serial killer's not sus. Like, just how?
Oh, please. No tears. They are a waste of good suffering.
I had to nod to that. That was the perfect time for my line. Perfect time. Ah, okay. Yeah, I got it. But yeah, like, I'm the type of guy where, like, I'd admire a guy's body, where it's like, oh, he's, like, got an attractive one, but I wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, I'd obsess over it, or, like, I'd, you know, want to, you know, have intercourse with it. Like, I'm not, like, that type of guy, but, like, there's moments in my life where I'm like, damn, I can imagine if I was gay, bi, pansexual, or a female, I'd be like, yo, I'd smash any day. But like, I'm just like, I'm not into that, so a big nopers from me. So okay, last match of the day. It's probably going to be a shit one now. No, my luck, it's like, you had a good one, you could have ended it there, but you were so adamant on getting that dick slinger match that you're getting calm, and I'm like, god damn it, dude. I just wanted to quickly play his fucking dick slinger and get it over with. And try and have some fun as well, that's what I meant to say. So which one ends up to kill him? I think it's that one. Oh no, it's because I was using, oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was using Devour Hope. What a fucking, oh my god. It's because I don't usually use Devour Hope consistently. Like, I run it on my dick slinger, and like 5 times out of 10 I never get to use it. Like, it's so rare. They always dick tease the two of them. I was like, yo, mind if I tamper it? I'm like, bruh, I have fucking redemption on as well, and yet it still gets fucked over. Okay. Oh, and I also did have that Cypress on anyway. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree, and I never judge gay people. The only thing that, like, I remember having a controversial debate with my ex-friend is, me personally, right, sorry if this offends you, and I don't mean it, so I'm just trying to explain as best as possible, but some gay people who think that they have a right to just, like, say I'm gay and then start being like pricks because they're gay, that should be illegal. I'm just saying, like, I remember, like, my ex-friend, like, she said, well, no, they have every right because they've been through a lot of shit, but, well, what about the people, right, who are like, because I remember I also had a debate about people who were like, have a reason to be racist. Like I'll give this as an example. Say, for example, a different race person killed members of your family. I know it's a start to go into, right, and it's wrong, but I'm just giving it as an example. Most people would be like, well, I hate everything about them, I hate their religion, blah, 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 blah. That's a natural response. Whereas people say, like, well, you're just racist. I'm just like, no. People have their reasons for their reactions, and that's how I work. That's why I went through a stage in my early teenhood where I went through a stage, I hated everything about opinions. Literally the word, I hated everything to do with opinions. Literally everything. If someone mentioned about it, I'd fucking flip my shit. But luckily I'm fine now. Like the word, I can hear someone say opinion. And I even usually try to de-escalate some of their own opinion. I'm now chill. I'm like the fucking young Keanu Reeves. Literally, I'm like, if someone has an opinion about something, I let them be. I'm like, yeah, you have an opinion, fine, I get it. That's fine. Just don't have a debate or grab my fucking throat because I think the otherwise. I'm like, dude, get a grip. So what if you don't like that group of people, or you're not going to vote for those MPs or president or whatever? I don't give a fuck. Like, when I'm older, I personally don't want to, because I'm from the UK, I don't want to vote for different parties and shit, because it ends up causing arguments and people hating you behind your back, and it's just so much toxicity. I already have enough of that in my fucking life to begin with, so no thanks. Redeemer sites, and yeah, 2 add-ons, Gucci. I might just use a Neboni just in case. I'm saying Neboni because I used to watch way too much fucking U3. But I haven't watched him for a year because, as we know, inconsistent content, which I blame him if he's having mental burdens. I agree. I'm not offended to me being gay, it's literally just... Yeah, exactly. Like, I have a cousin, and she's now transgender, so I just call it they, like I say by the new name that has. I never judge that. Like, that's just a choice. I've made my promise to myself and everyone in life to never be homophobic. Every time have you seen that one meme on the internet where it was like Talit Stories animated? This is funny, right? Not funny because it's dark, but like funny because of the context of it. People kept making memes of the one part where the guy says, "I quickly became homophobic." Like, it's just so fucking random how he just like does that, and it was like that one time in high school, and then something happened because like he thought that gay kid in school was gay over him, so he ended up being like really, really homophobic. But anyway, I forgot what I was building up to. Yeah, and I'm never going to be racist. Like, fun fact, in my childhood, I didn't see the difference in races as a big deal. Like, I got used to it in primary school. My old childminder adopted an Asian girl, and again, I will never hate Asians because I find Asian people cool and just wholesome as shit anyway. Even if they're an asshole, they like, I don't know, it's just something about them where like I don't blame them for doing anything really. Like, I'm not like I'm like simping for them. I just like every type of Asian person, whether it's like Japanese or like, because I know Asian technically counts as like different skin colour and all that, and different ethnics and whatnot. But personally, I just can't. Even like, I'd have to literally, honestly, have a mental breakdown to be like, no, I can't do it. If like some terrorist or whatnot killed a member of my family, like, no, I don't want to be racist, but my mind is telling me otherwise. Like, personally, I don't want to be racist, but there are some people in my life who are racist where like I can't help it, but like they're messing with my mental health, where I'm like, if I be racist, it's not my fault. Society has told me otherwise. Like, some people are just born racist. They got racist either because of their family have been racist, or they just don't like differences. But the only way I'd ever be racist is if something serious happened, and then my mind goes that aggressive that I'm like, well, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that. But for now, I'm keeping my promise. I am not being racist. Like, ever. No matter how many people try and convince me, oh yeah, they're fucking foreigners, they're out of their country, they're like, they don't belong here, they're fucking all terrorists. No, shut the fuck up, they're not all the same, dude. And I also never judge religions. Like, the only thing that I don't like about religion is when people have fights over it. But if someone said, "Oh, I'm Sikh, or I'm Christian, or I'm Jewish," I don't judge them. I'm like, "Oh, good for you. Did you like have been like that from the start?" Like, I'd actually ask them like how long have they been like that for, and like generally be interested about, you know, what they chose. I wouldn't be like, I'm going, because in my childhood I used to be Christian, but I stopped being Christian in my late childhood. I was like, fuck that. But some YouTubers that I've watched, they're like religious, and the points that they've proven is, see that quick scope, fuck. Like, that's the shit I was pulling off with those Twitch streams. Especially that one with that Leon I just did earlier. But sometimes I'm so surprised that I can talk and play. Like, I'm very cognitive. I'm very cognitive. But yeah, I completely agree with it. Oh, I didn't realise you added a new comment. Sorry. It's because you said agreed. I thought it was the same comment. My bad. I'll read it again in a sec. Oh, look at that! I need to do a little nod. Little nod. I wish I could do it on PC, where you can do really fast, but I've put the sensitivity quite high, but if I do it any higher, it's going to be slipping all over the place, so drop that. Yes! Agreed, I used to get superhero violence. Exactly. Like, but that's just not only a message to you, but it's a message to my fans anyway, on why, if I ever was racist, I wouldn't do it on purpose. It's like because something mentally traumatic happened that my mind can't take it anymore, and it's like, well, fuck them then. But for now, no matter how many dipshits are going to try and prove me otherwise, I'm not going to change my opinion on fucking, like, another thing that I hate about society is the equality bullshit. Like, I learned that, the hard truth about that anyway. Like, most women get away with certain shit. I've heard about social, not social, the sexual. Like, a lot of shit in modern society, I can agree, is, like, harsh. But you just gotta get over it, work on yourself, and try and find your way through it. Another one of those fucking trolls. Fucking why that music? I still tried to find an explanation on what that fucking Zune rent shit is, and I can't find it anywhere. If I'm secretly saying some fucking terrorist group, then I'm sorry, but I've, like, there was a similar video on that topic, but like it wasn't in depth, and I was like, oh, fuck knows what happened. What the fuck? Nice. Nice one, David. See? Now you're starting to see why I'm main killer, and then I'm gonna get wrecked later, so I fucking jinxed it. But you know what I mean. I usually get good plays before I get destroyed. Like, that's the one other pet peeve I have with DBD, is when you play good and then yet the shitty survivors, like, sometimes I don't mean to sound entitled, but sometimes they don't even play that good and yet they get a dub. Like, that I can agree now on why the game is decided. Like, the game used to be hard to tell whether it was survivor side or killer sided, but nowadays I agree with the killer mains and that there's like what was that hitbox? So there's evidence that this game is clearly survivor sided. The only thing that they've nerfed to oblivion is the chance of Kobeing. Like, I haven't Kobe'd in a month and a half now, and that's long. So yeah, they've nerfed that to oblivion. Like, even with look add-ons, I have not fucking Kobe'd at all. Like, I've tried and tried and tried. If it was like DBD from like early 2021, then yeah, I would have fucking more likely Kobe'd with like 4 salty pouches on. Like the purple one. Do I hit that? Let's go. Fucking hell. Am I goated or what? Like, I admire myself, again, that's probably why I'm turning to Trickster, because he admires himself a lot, but still, fucking hell. Where's all these plays coming from tonight, dude? What the fuck? I just don't like first wheel based. No, I get perfectly what you mean. Like, again, with the whole, like, optimism and, like, differences and all that, I get it. Like, even when people give, like, a reason and then, like, they have a debate over things, I never completely judge what they say about it. Because most people think, well, like, well, your point, you're making your point too valid. Like, what the fuck? You're not even taking my point in. I fucking am. I've been listening to it. The fuck is that shit? David, get out, you dipshit. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Sorry, I just finally read all of what you said. Yeah. I mean, I always try and get the best mindset and everything, even though I've surrounded myself most of my life with toxic people anyway, including... I won't say exactly who it is, in case if it might backlash in the future, but basically some family members. So, that's why sometimes in my life, most of the time, it's like I can't help but kind of feel like an asshole. But I wouldn't purposely go up to someone and like fucking slap them and say, oh, you're a bitch, and have a massive argument. Like, I'm not that type of guy. Never will be, never have been. But I'm just saying there's some moments in my life where it builds up and then I, like, would end up doing that. Okay, I'm sorry about that. You're over there, Leon. Leon, I fucking... Get away, Leon. You bag, you dipshit. No, I actually might do. Just for you, I'm gonna quickly play an Evan match, because did you know that Trapper's real name is Evan? Just wanted to say that fact, just in case you didn't know. Evan and whoa, it actually makes the mark on there? That's good detail. I'm gonna fucking do that. Yeah, exactly, like, it's just because in my life at the moment I'm surrounded by different communities and it's really, really hard to just stick to the right one, because like, a lot of people nowadays are pushing the abnormal, which I get, and abnormal I mean kind of like more masculine, if that makes sense. It's just really hard in this modern era. So it doesn't help, like most people say, well, you're using autism as an excuse, and I was like, no, I'm not. It's literally hard, like people will look at you differently because you've said certain things differently and all that shit. Daddy Evan sounds good. Yeah, that was his name. I learned that from my early DBD days. As you know, I get invested in the law. Speaking of him, though, I do kind of feel bad for him because his law isn't like depressing in the sense like hillbillies, but it's sad in like his dad. His dad was kind of like, yeah, he had daddy issues. Speaking of saying daddy, he had daddy issues. Like, no, wait, is it still streaming? Yeah, it's still streaming, it's loading for me right now. But yeah, he literally had daddy issues because his dad was abusive and he'd like beat the living shit out of like the miners and all that. Not miners and little kids, like the miner workers. Okay, that's because that almost sounded wrong. That sounded like, wait, was it exposed status like make your choice? Did I make your choice on Trapper? I might try that challenge, but with Evan. I want to see if that actually genuinely works. But yeah, anyway, because they made the short cutscenes in the game, the younger one, like, don't get me wrong, even younger Trevor looked handsome. Like, I'm not saying like in like I kiss him or whatever. Like, I admire like his looks sort of thing. I'm so glad they've kept the fucking deaf guard and stuff in the game. I'm so glad. That's made me a big joy. But yeah, here's all my fucking Trapper Drip. My favourite is the Blighted ones, because, again, if they ever made Blighted Trickster, I'd buy it in a heartbeat, because they'd make it both look scary but kind of like appealing to like different audiences, if you get my drift. Oh, and I also got this one from the Rift one time. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, that ex-friend of mine, she'd like say, well, like, oh, because you have autism, that doesn't... And I'm like, well, actually, it does have a big impact, because, like, one, I'm slow on a lot of things, and I generally are. But what most people don't get is, I actually do process a lot of shit and keep it to mind. Like, people don't get is, like, no joke, I'll give you an example, right? Someone would say something really, really, really important in the past, right? Whether it's about friends or whatever. I'd randomly get that ingrained in my head for the rest of my life. And people won't believe me. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, they'll say something, oh, do you remember, like, what Trisha did? And back on, like, I can't, no, if I said that, that'll be, like, really cliche. Let's just say, like, what she did with that, like, rubber at the school, like, for example, like, flicked it at the teacher or some shit. But basically, like, it'd be like that in some sense. And then, yeah, just with all that. But I can't, I know if I gave another example, it'd probably end up being like an actual example, so I'm just giving that fake one, just in case if I slip out. Another thing that I've had as a trouble in my past is sometimes, because echolalia is something that people have in autism, and basically that's where you repeat lines of shit, and one time it went that bad that after I watched one of the Austin Powers movies, I ended up saying "you fat bastard" to the bully, like fat bastard, and that got me into big trouble. Like, yeah, I ended up getting like into big trouble, and like I accidentally slipped out with that shit. Like, the biggest thing that scared me with my anger issues is one time I ended up having like I snapped, but like half of my mind wasn't there. It was back when I was playing football, soccer, same thing, but you know, I say soccer just in case you're American. And yeah, me and my like primary school friend, we had like a massive argument, and then I ended up like swearing, and it was really, really depressing because I didn't remember most of the shit that I said because my mind like had brain fog during the argument, and I just remember like breaking down because I was like, well, I don't even remember half of what I said. Literally, like I went that enraged that I didn't remember, and like all the parents were staring at me like, what the fuck have you done? The teachers are doing it, and even my mum didn't believe me. Like there's way too many shit in my life where I'm like, damn, I'm lucky that I haven't gone. Because like, there's just way too many moments in my life where most people go, you're fucking overreacting. I'm like, bitch, I'm not. I can imagine also being a fucking female and having to put up with their fucking shit that they have to put up with. That's why sometimes I don't blame some narcissistic women, because sometimes you kind of think, well, no wonder where they're like that, because they've had to fucking put up with a lot of shit in their life too. Right, that's my build. I always put no head on because I'm an evil bastard. I'm gonna put a Mori on. I want to slice someone's back open. Totally not sus. Totally not like something to talk about. Okay, 3 times. Let's see if this works with Trapper or whether I have to do it with Miss Piggy, aka Amanda, aka Miss Bacon. Yeah, that is true. I think I've only ever used it, truth be told, as an excuse once. Like, I'm actually being honest, I think only once. But every other time, I have needed to use it in a, like, sentence. Especially with that ex-friend of mine. And she didn't believe me, but I was like, no. I'm like, especially with how fucking modern society's working nowadays, I have to get that point valid. Because it's true, I'm like, if people in my shoes, they'd exactly understand too. Because, like, so my parents, they don't understand how much society has changed nowadays, and where it's like the bullshit of like everyone's equal, when in reality everyone's thinking in their head, well, fuck you, I don't care, I want someone who has a better personality, better. I'm like, that goes against the whole equality bullshit. Like, that's equality my ass. That's why sometimes I think equality my ass, because most of the time they say that and then they go against it. I'm like, well, fuck you then. Like, what happened to society telling everyone about equality? And that goes with both genders, both your sexuality, race, everything. I'm like, why? I hate people who go like against that and shit. Like, fuck. Just respect people who are doing that, or who are at least trying. Because another thing that I hate about relationships is like, in a sense scares me, but at the same time I still want to like go through all that shit anyway, because a lot of it worth it anyway, because I'm still desperately trying to improve myself so I can get a girlfriend again. But it's the whole shit of where some people have to mentally go through trials just to make someone like them, only for them to be like, nah, bye, I fucking don't like you anymore. Like, why? I don't understand the amount of fucking shit some people have to go through just for someone to generally be like, oh, I love you. Someone loving someone, I literally learned over the years how much that actually means, because it's far, far different than family love as well, because it involves intimacy, etc. Just like, yeah, I just... Here comes the trapper! You better watch out for his traps! Sorry, that gives me fucking Salmonation Nostalgia again, another DVD YouTuber that I don't know if you've watched, but my two favourite characters on it was the Trapper, and I also liked Frank because he sounded like a teenager like this whose voice didn't crack. I'm just your angsty dude, Frank. And my power is feral frenzy, and I make them mend. Shit, my phone dropped. Fuck, I'm trying to retrack. God damn it. There you go. Oh, it's rotated. I'm gonna hold on and get myself. Wait, actually, no. I was gonna kind of do a bit of it, but just next to the fucking piano. That's pissing about. Fucking do the objective, make the entity proud. Nice, it actually worked. Another thing that's bugged me about the DVD, I know this is like off topic now because we went off to like someone else, but yeah, people are not as real as we are. Yeah, that again is true about the whole point of equality. Like, I believed in it for almost all my life, but nowadays I'm starting to see how it's just a lie. It's like, especially the part where like how most modern women work, and like, no offense to some women, but a lot of them I've seen are narcissists. I'm sorry, like I don't mean to sound sexist to anyone who's watching, but a lot of them that I have spoken to have came out as narcissists, especially that 32-year-old. Like, I know I sound like an incel because we didn't get in a relationship with shit, but the way how she did definitely use me, she was a narcissist. A fucking straight A narcissist. Like, I'm not even kidding. And like, a lot of them, like, give you the bullshit and like, they like, try to connect with you and then they end up getting pissed at you when like you open up at them type of shit. I'm like, I'm trying to be genuine with you, like, shut the fuck up. I usually don't do that when people go genuine with me. I'm like, well, that hurt, but I'm not going to go ballistic and want to fucking RKO you or fucking pretend I'm back in the 1960s and grab a fucking cane from the teacher's desk and spank it. I mean, no, to be honest though, that would probably be a good thing, because I know a lot of women are masochists, so that would go the other way around, but you know what I mean. Cool. Yeah, I heard that. Snuff it and then shop it. Fuck it, I'll quickly do it. Right, where is it? Never mind, I was literally just gonna do the here comes the trapper and then like ginger snaps and all that shit. Thank you. Pallet for hire, pallet for hire, for hire. You in here? The other one. Other one. Well, I could have sworn I saw a blood thing there. Never mind. Just whatever, I guess. That way. I get really, really cautious. Sometimes they see it sticking out and they're like, oh, there's a trap there. Better disarm it. I'm like, oh, fuck off. That's why I think that like bloody coil add-on is so underrated. Because then as soon as someone disarms it, it repels them. It's like, haha, how dare you try and tamper with me. Get fucked. Wait, how has it got reboot? Yo, I swear I've got a fucking hacker in this lobby, dude. Didn't I just snuff that totem? Stream, didn't I just fucking snuff that totem? No, I can't even. Oh, fuck off. What? I'm not even using that purple add-on where you can't pick it up. I don't get that shit. Maybe it's because. Wait, I'll do a test. I need to fucking first test this shit. Because that is bugged the fuck out of me. Right, I'll quickly put a genuine trap here. If I can. Hello, game? Best. Not the best one, but it's sort of on the steps one. Can I pick it up now? Right, snuff it, and if it does it without the fucking trap being disarmed, then we know we've got a fucking hacker in our lobby. Because that is bullshit. Always got to trap at least a corner of killer shack, just in case for loop shenanigans. Okay, I'm gonna sing it. Here comes a trapper, ginger snaps. Here comes a trapper. That's more like the kind of like rock version that they use, like the one that he ended up doing as like a ringtone as well, like Sam did. And then I'll do like the normal one where it's like, here comes the trapper, you better watch out for his trap. Here comes the trapper, you better eat those ginger snaps. The trapper! Jazz hands. I also love doing voice impersonating. Like, I have a friend, I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's like so good at doing that shit. Like, I know you'd like him, Daydreamer. Sorry, my brain averted from existence. But yeah, he's so good. So not only did he do like Johnny Depp and shit, but he even did like, he legit sounded so identical to fucking Sora. Like, it was so good. And he even improved on Donald Duck. Like, he used to sound like... But now he can actually, like, do it better now without it, like, annihilating his fucking frontal cord. Oh, yeah, that's alright. I usually... Whereas you know, I work differently in live stream chats. I try and, like... engage in conversations while adding random humour on the sideline. That's how I work. It's because I've been in a lot of chats on YouTube throughout the years, but I don't do as much live streams as much, like go into random ones I used to. But, there you go. Aha! I fucking need you. Wait, it says BL, Balanced Landing? Fuck, okay. I forgot there's two of them. See, if that trap did come. That's it, go ahead and help her. Go on, go on. Ha 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 ha! Get up and try and help your friend, you fucking idiot! Okay, can I try and down her while she's exposed? That was what I was supposed to do for my challenge. Okay, so far no boon. So far no boon. She's right there, come on. No, it's only level 1, so it's probably not even going to last. Yeah, it's going to be better as Pig. I should have seen that through. This challenge will be better as Pig because the Make Your Choices level 3, it's a stealth killer. I mean, I could make it. I could make it. Oh, that's one! Okay, I just need to do it 2 more times and then we're good, but I doubt that because of the Never mind, an attempt was made on a different killer, so it can happen. It can happen. Yeah. Wait. But yeah, the person who does the impressions was not Sam. That was a different guy I was on about, by the way. It was a guy I met on PlayStation, whereas Samination's a big. He originally did like different series, like Taco Man plays a video game, and he did like Friday the 13th parodies. But he mainly got big because of the DVD parody videos. What the fuck? That was a grab. I hate when the game doesn't count that shit. Whatever. Okay, come here. Oh, cheers. Appreciate it, by the way. Daydreamer. I'm trying to think what else impression he is, but yeah, he just. Oh, and it was so funny when he was doing. I don't know if it was Star Wars. I always said Star Wars. What the fuck is Star Wars? Whatever. Star Wars fan. He was like, he was being Emperor Palpatine. Do it. Ah, that's karma. Thinking you can use deception on a fucking OG trapper? You must be joking. Get up on that hook. Get up on the hook, you little bitch. Thinking you can fool me. Pathetic. Also, that sucks. Right. Notice that now they added that whenever you reload traps, the entity sounds like it busted nut as well. Like, since when was everyone in the entity's realm this horny? Like, it's either over Jane, it's either over Kate, it's either over Trapper, it's either over Pinhead. Like, I'm like, dude, is anyone a virgin here? And they all point at Quentin and like, bruh! And then like, Nia, like, secretly got laid by itself because people still think that's Nia. Yo, I think the most funniest thing though, if DBD did this right, I had like a lot of money stored up, I'd literally, like, pay them like with bank transfer, right? If they made it canon that Nia is the entity, just like everyone thought it was just a meme, and then they actually made it canon in the end where it's like, haha, you all thought it was a joke, we were serious, Nia is the fucking entity. Like, it's like, it was funny because like it's a surprise, and like it's kind of like goes with it anyway, but knowing the hate they won't, because it'd be like, well, that kind of just adds to the comedic element. Okay, Mori time. Slice and dice the back. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Actually, I can imagine Star Wars being like a kind of like one of those, kind of like Spaceballs, but it's like, I don't know, like a modern take on it. It's like 2 retail stores. One sells overused condoms. The other one sells out-of-date cake. Which one would win? Neither. And the villain is Darth Mordor. He didn't pay his bills. He is tax evading as well. Sometimes my humour is randomly generated, but that's just being a Gen Z in a nutshell, so... It's true what they said on fucking VeggieTales, modern humour would be randomly generated. I am literally the embodiment of that meme. My humour, 85% of the time is randomly generated. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Still though, I'd literally pay real money to see a Dead by Daylight movie. Like, I know that they probably wouldn't get the licenses, but like, even though Dead by Daylight can be a meme, I've always thought this back when in my big hype DVD fanboy days. Even though the game can be quite a meme, I think the concept of DVD is fucking terrifying. Like, I've always, like, one time I had, like, a slight nightmare of it, because it's, like, it wasn't, like, where I genuinely had a nightmare, but it was, like, one of those, like, kind of, like, what the fuck thoughts, where it was, like, the concept of DVD is fucking terrifying, right? Like, imagine you're stuck in the realms, and you have to go for multiple trials, and you don't know who the fuck's gonna kill your ass. And it could be either, like, anyone. And then even if it's like one that you had a crush on, you'd still be terrified because they could jump out anywhere. And you get lots of pain not only from the weapons they use, but also the entity literally impaling like their like stomach. Just so all of that shit. I think like the two killers though I'd hate to be in a trial the most. Actually no, three would be the pig. The hag, because I know that would be jump scaring you IRL, and Bubba, because his fucking chainsaw would literally, it would be more brutal than in game. I could just imagine because of the way I fucking swing that shit. And also, I still think that they've like, I always kind of wish they made his Mori a bit more brutal, because like I know why they didn't do it, because they wanted to kind of do it like a bit of a mixed age gap sort of thing. That's why Oni's doesn't have as much gore in it as it does. But I've always imagined like a more gory version of Bubba's, whereas like it kind of like you see like the chest splitting open after the chainsaw instead of just being blood everywhere. Like I've always envisioned if they made a more. I bet she's gonna get hacked. But yeah, what do you know? I found her. She's probably found Hatch. Yep, I fucking knew it. Well, at least I got a free bit. Probably. That's probably how they do it. Overused condoms. Damn it, I knew I wouldn't do my daily. Well, not daily. I used to play do the daily trolls or fucking what was I on about? Oh yeah, just the for the fucking rent shit, dude. Don't own a house. That person doesn't. Exactly, like, it's literally nightmare fuel. Like, I'd honestly hate that, you know. I think any person alive would hate that way. Like, you're trapped in multiple realms, you don't know who the fuck it's gonna be, and then every time you die you feel that pain, but if I'm correct in the law, the more you die, the more less life you have. Like, it literally takes your soul away from you. The entity does. That explains why when you get drifted up, you can kind of see that the soul getting dark. Like that, I think, because I don't think they'd be able to get the licenses, but if they managed to like do it where it had the main killers unlicensed and maybe a few licenses, I'm fine. But I've always thought that that would be a really cool idea if they made a Dead by Daylight movie. But first I want a FNAF movie, because that movie's been delayed for too long. Literally too long. I think Scott Cawthon's still luckily working on it, but fucking hell has that movie been delayed like shit. Oh yeah, because my OCD is kicking in, I need to pick a killer for next time. Do you know what? I'll let you do it. What killer should I do? Like, this is by the way if I'm adamant on playing next time. Do you think I should leave it on Trapper, or do you think I should just put it on someone else for next time? Because I was thinking, if not Trapper, maybe Piggy, because technically they make your choice challenge. Bubba, Michael, or maybe Blight, because at one time I was thinking Blight, but I don't know. Yeah, it's still a thing. It's just that the news for it keeps on going back and forth. It's really weird, but the guy at Blumhouse confirmed that it's still going. It's just, yeah, it's been not the best for everything, and especially after that, after Scott got cancelled for a short while, that didn't help either. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll quickly wait for you, because I don't mind if you choose any of these. Well, speaking also of this game, sometimes I get that invested again when I'm playing the killers, is that
I don't know what it is, like, not always, but sometimes I get like that invested as if I'm like the embodiment, i.e. when I was doing like Trickster earlier, doing sounds wrong, you know what I mean, playing as Trickster. So I remember one time I was playing as Hillbilly and I could just imagine his fucking anger, as if it was like it was a real trial, and he was just taking out that rage from being tormented all those fucking years, so... Oh, speaking of Hillbilly, I might as well quickly show him before you make your mind up on who I should put it on for next time. If I decide to like, because then I'm going through shit on the side. Here's my Hillbilly. I have quite a few shit on him. I'm gonna put a sucker for sure. Yeah, I'll use those two add-ons. So it's like, whoa, yes, what a man, I missed a milkman. So not milkman. Kinda wanna use the chrome. Chrome push, nah, use the blade. Lighted one. That looks weird how it clips through. I don't know. Well, I technically explained that earlier, because I mean technically two killers, and that's Trickster and Legion. But like, I would, if I got those out of the picture and I was just like, oh, who should I play? I might have to do like one of those like, oh, I can't decide type of thing. So it'd either be Blight, even though I've been I used to be like goated as him, but I've been getting worse and worse as this guy. So it'd either be Blight, Pinhead again, because I've been finding ready from. Twins, because I keep on going back and forth. The only thing I don't like about the Twins is they are literally the add-on for them. Literally, just like was like, how did it go? It was where it was like one where it's like, oh, get victim or idol. I'm like, well, that add-on's only good if you're using that one where it makes them exposed. Like, what a fucking stupid add-on. Oh, are you meaning that you're Oh. You mean that you're making your mind up on like what killer to decide on for next time? So I was going to say, if you were still planning on with what you were saying, I'd either choose Blight, Pinhead, Twins, or Pig. Yeah, Pig. I've been playing it quite some good. But if you're going back to what I originally said, then I'll wait. But I don't mind personally. I'm just double checking on what you want first. So. Oh shit, my throat. Oh, okay, alright. And I've been, I mean, I did play Demogorgon a short while ago, because he had his daily. What shall I do? I think I'll go... Wait, let me on. Yeah, I'll go with Pick. Because not only have I been playing it for a short while, but also I've got that one shrine ready. It's because I wanted to get it ready and be very competitive and all that shit. Then if any... Okay, loadout's fine. That's nice. Oh wait, no it isn't fine. I didn't have fucking make your choice on. I was changing the build. Fuck. That was incorrect. Also, I forgot how late it was, so that's my bad as well. I should have just stuck to... I mean, half of me I'm glad that I didn't stick to what I originally planned to, but at the same time, I kind of myself later. Is there anything I need to check on it? No, there wasn't. So, I'm going to get a hang on myself. Still got that Elodie Ricotto challenge from next time. Wait, I put it on. Oh, shit! Shit. You know what? I did. Oh, I'm storing like shit. I think it's because one, I'm kind of going sim mode because of the fucking legs. I'm sorry. I know you said it's just like cute because of that, but yeah, this. I can't help. Anything, any nice looking woman that wears like a skirt and boots, I can't. I said earlier that I was going to play as I literally just forgot, so I'll just do that real quick, and then I'll actually end the stream. Because literally I remembered that I was going to do that, and then I was like, oh, I got carried away on like Deathslinger pin, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, I'll do a true front. Right. Is that... No, I need to do the white glyph on, because now I'll get closer to that one, and then the next one unlocks in 8 days. Okay. I also usually do combos with her, but this is going to be my main combo with my Kate now. But also, I love this outfit when it came out for her. When it first came out, I had some ex-friends. Again, I've had quite a lot of ex-internet friends. But when it first came out, like, it was in the set, of course, and I was like, this one was my favourite. I was like, yo, I want that Kate outfit, and I bought the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. Like that, I don't judge, and I'd probably more like it. That, and I'd love to wear leather. Leather's always turned me on. I've had kinks for that. Sorry if people are watching the stream and thinking this is fucking weird, but my stream. If you don't like it, fuck off. But yeah, I like the combo with that, because then it's of course got kind of like the gap there, and then the beanie, because it matches with that. I mean, I was originally at one point thinking that, because I mean the red looks nice with it, but it just, I can't like the natural blonde back, and then with the beanie, and also because it's a limited edition beanie. But the one that I used to run before I had the beanie and that skirt was I used to run this. That was like, this looks good. This is what I used to commonly run just before those came out. But yeah. I remember I had a friend and he really wanted this outfit for a while. I don't talk to him anymore because he was associated with some friends I didn't like. But he wanted his outfit for so long, and because it was only exclusive to the Rift. See, that's the thing that pisses me off, right? This is another talk I need to talk about with video games. Why make a Rift Pass when not everything in the Rift Pass is fucking exclusive? That I agree with is stupid. Because if Fortnite did that, they'd be outraged, and like near enough half of the percentage of players would leave and their game would be dying. Because shit in the Battle Pass is supposed to stay in the Battle Pass. Yeah, shit like this, they don't stay in the Battle Pass. They go in the store after like fucking 4 or more months. That is bullshit. When I first heard about that, I was genuinely pissed. Because they used to say, oh, exclusive to the Rift Pass, like in the fucking trailer videos. This was also in the past, and I think they brought that in store. I love this as well. This, speaking like girls all and shit, I'd wear this in the summer. I'm not even kidding. Like this is like the non-masculine side of it. I'd love to wear this, like something like this. But anyway, I want to go back to my combo, because I don't want to spawn a lobby with like that. Skirt, Dane Valentine, that's it. As you know, I'm the skirt guy, because yeah, that. No, loading is Jane. Come on. I want to play as Jane another time, if I decide to, because I technically was originally planning on playing it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I used to despise wearing sandals because like, I imagine it feeling weird as a woman, but like I actually like wearing sandals now. You know, and then like that weird thing at the corner. I used to fucking hate them, but I've got used to like it rubbing in between my toes. I'm like, actually, I get used to that shit. But yeah, look at that shout for Jane. See, this was the first outfit I got for her. Most of my friends, as soon as the DLC came out, I loved everything about it. I bought the whole thing, and I had enough money to get this. I love this. I love the kind of like, just the style of that. Anyway, I don't want it to. Quick change back to Kate. Shit. I forget how fast the timer usually goes. Fucking hell. Jesus. Saved by the bell. I'm not going to be able to put add-ons on, am I? No! I want to put sabotage on. Never mind. Okay, and also a full PS4 lobby for my last match. But yeah, I can't believe I got... Yeah, well, thigh and legs. I like both thigh and like nice shaped legs. But when I generally like talk about girls, this is cringe, but I might just quickly go on it because again, don't fucking mind. Whatever. If this backlashes on me, it backlashes on me. So what? Fine. But a lot of things in girls I like anyway. And I'm generally not too much of a fussy guy when it comes to girls. Like even if they're a bit overweight, I don't mind that shit. But I do have my types. Like I wouldn't want a girl who's like too thin or some shit. Like I do have my types. Like don't get me wrong. But when it comes to most women, like I get like turned on easily by them. But I've learned now to kind of control my urges and not be such a fucking simp. Because that sucks, and most modern men especially fall into that fucking trap. And it sucks ass. And it's mega cringe. And yeah, I was just going to make a joke out of that while trying to add a serious tone on it. You get my drift. You get my drift. Ooh, I love but hate this map. But I do like it as survival more, because as killer, it can sometimes be alright fucking thing. It's gonna be like, bro, if I need that. Yeah, exactly. Everyone has their toys, including my dad. I won't get into that though, that's gonna be fucking weird, but yeah, everyone has their toys. Oh, and then the Detoxers. Oh shit, shit! Okay, that actually scared the fuck out of me. Literally. What the fuck? Dude, don't hit me. You bastard, he heard me! Yeah, he heard me like panting like a mofo or some shit. Like as if I was like in-game for real. What the fuck? That was so weird. Also, speaking of types and shit, I don't mind, like, that I find hot, right? Because he's got a bit of a tattoo on her boy. Some tattoos I don't mind on women, but if they've got it, like, all over there, like, on the legs, then that turns me off. So that's my quick heads up for you on how I roll with tattoos. Most of the time, though, I want it just, like, clean skin, but, I don't mind some. Especially when it comes to Kate. It's like, if Kate never existed, no, not Kate. If Jane never existed, then I go for Kate any day. But because Jane's a thing, like I said, Kane. What the fuck? I hate when my brain just jumps onto fucking multiple words. But fucking Jane would be my first choice any day. Just saying, I like, yeah. Fucking going simp mode, man. I'm fucking making, what is this, a fucking normal DVD stream or a fucking, oh, talk about who you have the hots for and would love to have intercourse with any fucking day. I mean, it kind of suits the mood because of Valentines and shit, but I feel like it's just wrong in a sense. Oh my gosh, I need to watch that shit. Quickly! Escape! Get up, darling! Bro, that's mean. That's mean. But yeah, starstruck. I didn't realise. I always hate that the... It's like not serum, but they're like the blue stuff. If you listen closely, it sounds so wrong. Literally, it sounds like it's fucking Europe. Oh, okay. I get what I mean. This. sense, I guess. So, that's alright. But yeah, I had, this is the last thing I'll talk about that one ex-friend who was a girl and all that shit in her mid-20s. I mean, we didn't have, like, because she was, like, hooked on K-pop, like, generally, like, I always had, like, I sort of like K-pop, but I don't like it like a proper stan would. But, what was I going to say? I'll figure out in a sec. I told you there was this one streamer, like everyone has that thing where it's like, dude, if I could have that one woman, like people go like that weird, but it's like it's true in a sense. If I could be with that one, and by the way, not the one that's my ex-friend. I'm talking about like that one like hottie streamer. Like, there's this one DVD streamer. I'm not gonna say who it is because people be like, you sent for her. Like, dude, get a life, bro. She's in her 20s. You're only fucking 18. I'm like, dude, fuck off. Everyone has their fucking crushes, dude. Guess I caught 180. I was literally gonna start the spin, but his lunge already got to me. Irish and everything about her is lovely. And I mean everything, so I'm just gonna this went from a fucking chill / sus stream to a fucking go talk about everything you simp stream. What the fuck? Okay. Haha, zombie stun. Damn it, fucking knew he'd get that too. Yo, what the fuck? That genuinely worked. I'm gonna die here though. Or not. I'm gonna die here now though. What the fuck was that hitbox? Did you see that shit? He hit me from fucking Argentina. That's how fucking far that was. Jesus Christ. No, it's alright. I like to take the piss out of things when something gets talked on about for a long time. It's how I roll. Okay. Wow. An actual full PS4 lobby. That's crazy. Maybe one of them was on PS4, but still, it counts as Sony. Yeah, exactly. Hitboxes have always been shit. I forgot what killer it was at one point, but I remember like one time. No, it wasn't Pyramid Head. I swear it was a Legion, but like one time, like some hitboxes I get while they're long. Like for example, they've got like a big fucking weapon, like for example, like Oni's katana or fucking Pyramid Head's. Cause like Pyramid Head's fucking hitbox is huge because his big ass fucking knife. But like some killers who don't even have that much of a big weapon, when they fucking hit you from like 5 meters away, that's bullshit. That's not even on the body, and yet the devs have never fixed that shit. That and hackers, like, I know that there'll always be hackers in this game, but I come across hackers more in this game than Fortnite. Like, people say, but there are hackers in servers, and I've been on multiple different servers, and I get more of the chance of getting a hacker on DBD than on Fortnite. Like, I've only ever experienced an obvious hacker twice. Whereas in DBD, I've experienced fucking 5 or 6 over, like, the last few years, and I'm like, that's a lot compared to, and the 2 worst ones I've ever had, like, I've never had any ones where they're like, actually, tell a lie, because these 2 have, worst hackers I've ever had on DVD is one with these. So this was me and again more ex-friends. We were against this lag switching clown. It was so funny though because in the end she managed to escape in the hatch. So basically, even though he's lag switching, he ended up fucking himself over because he ended my friend, well ex-friend now, ended up escaping at the end. It was so fucking funny. Literally so funny. Like wow. Like, it was literally the definition of, congratulations, you played yourself. Like, that's how it was. That funny. One more. Okay, yeah. No. Literally, like, stop being horny on stream, dude. So I wanted to do, like, sort something out on Jane anyway, but it wasn't. It was another survivor. Who was it? It wasn't Cheryl. It was Elodie, that's it. I fucking think. Alright. Yeah, I full on Ash mode then. Alright. So let's see what he says. My prediction is he's gonna say, look who's shitting in the tall grass.
Oh, what now?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I guessed a lion, so I tried. One time I got the Easter egg where, and me and my, again, I've had so many different fucking PlayStation friends. Literally, I ended up waiting in a lobby, and he said not only, because sometimes he says, are we going to be here all day? That one made me laugh, but he also says, come on, is this a staring contest? Let's go. Like, those two are funny. But yeah, I usually don't play as Ash that much, and I've only watched a few episodes of Ash's video. Anyway, as you can tell, I get carried away. Last story. Fun fact: PlayStation scammed me, and I should have fucking refunded it. I actually bought the full DLC for Ash, for like the Ash vs Evil Dead one. I didn't get the blue handiwork glove at all, so there should be another one right here, like another one next to there. All I have is the red one. I regret so much not fucking, you know, refunding that shit and then eventually buying it again. I regret that to this very day, because if I had the blue one I would have used the blue one with him, but I don't. I just have the red one, so that sucks. I didn't know I had that saw one as a survivor. That looks so unnoticeable. It's a charm, so whatever. Ouch. How did you go? Yeah, because I'm still trying to do the one I explained earlier on stream with the no perks and all that. Wait, what channel have I got now? There's a new killer one that I might have to change killer. No, it's a near constant one. There's new 3 days. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I fancied streaming today. I was originally deciding on whether or not to do this, but I thought, since it's Valentine's Day and I've brought that one Trickster skin literally the day he came out. Oh shit! There's always something. See, I'm the worst procrastinator. I was going to show you real quick, Daydreamer, my thing I got for Trickster as well. I know you probably know what I'm talking about, but I wanted to show it so I can get it off my chest. That. So the combo that I've decided to do now with that is I do that, and then run that one, and then I run that one. Because that night sky was from the Rift, and I didn't even manage to get the full set. I only managed to get half of it, because there was a lot of grind to get like the Viper weapon that comes with him, which I do kind of wish that I got in a sense, but the other half of me doesn't, because that would have been a lot of grinding. Yeah. I want to put it back on Valentine. Oh, I was also lucky enough to not only get a crown for the guy, but I also got frosty eyes. So I can flex so much drip on him. Like, damn dude, what the fuck? But my first actual... Yeah, exactly. I like all the different styles for him. The first actual outfit I bought with real money for him was this one. I brought this one, and because it came in like a set separately, I got that, and then I got Yunjin's outfit.
If I can find it real quickly.
You probably know what I'm talking about, but I just want to get it off my chest anyway. This one! I fucking love this one. So stylish. See, the only thing that bugs me, right, doesn't it still say it on there? Let me read this. Yeah, leather. That does not look leather. That looks matted or whatever that other material is. Like, it doesn't, like... I mean, if you look at it from an angle, it looks leather, but like it doesn't look like shiny leather, the one that usually like turns me on, where it's like, ooh, shiny, kinky. Yeah, it's going weird again. But you know, that's not a word. But yeah, I got them both when they first came out, so I was like, yo, they look starstruck, pun intended, because fucking when that set first came out, like, yo. And then, wait, what was I? Oh yeah, I wanted to quickly show. So these are just, of course, the normal reskins. There's that one and that one. I remember one time I did mine similar to Monto, which was default. I think it was the blue one. Yeah. That yellow one was how my friend did it, that one. So if I remember correctly, my ex-friend, she did it as that yellow bat, the homicide one, and then just the normal hair, like that. Yeah, that's it. Whereas if I was her, I would have... She wasn't really intrigued on getting stuff on, because I used to have a mission, right? I used to be that adamant on grinding this game that my mission was to get every killer and survivor to P350, but I've abandoned that mission now. But it wasn't really a thing, because I have seen people do it, but you literally have to like save up blood points during events, grind like fuck, and I'm like, no thanks. But anyway, what I would have done if I was her was use the P3 head, because I like it more. Like, it looks scary, but like nice. Than just using the default. I don't know. That's just how I roll anyway. And it also matches the red. But yeah, I was going to show how Monto does his. You know, I don't watch Monto that more. Monto does it that, the black hair, that one, and then he uses that one, the blue one. I don't know if he does it like that anymore, but when he was like fairly new to Trickster and he made consistent videos about him, this was the one that he kept running. Yeah. Also, his P3 didn't disappoint me, because I wanted to get his bloody look, and I was like, wait, where's it gone? That. The only thing that really disappointed me was I wish they made this part more bloodier, because if you look at the chest, right, well, I know you would. Sorry, banter intensifies. But look, there's hardly much blood change to begin with. If you compare that to like something like the Trapper has a lot more blood on him. So I'm just saying, for like the overall gore factor, it looks. So there's Trickster's P3, and then if you pull up Evans, or as you would say, Daddy Evan, like, first off, his mask is bloody as shit. Then look at that. Look how much blood's on that. And then, of course, the weapon is always bloody as hell because it's P1. But look at that. And that's his updated model as well, because his old one looked entirely different. I'm like... Yeah, I was going to say I thought he was anyway. But yeah, I'm just like... That compared to this is dog shit. Like, I like the blood, but I'm just saying, I think DVD could have just made it more glorified, if that's the right word to put it. Especially since he did used to brutally bash people and put that into his own music. Oh yeah, the last trickster trick I wanted to show was this one. There's the blue one of this, but I've always been a fan of the pink one. That one female streamer who, like, I don't watch her anymore, but like one of her recent streams, it literally sounded like she was gasming, and like, just, yeah. That did some things to me, let's just say. I also like the bloody hand on there. That's a sick detail. It reminds me of Michael Myers with like the hand put there, I think it is, on his like shoulder. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. His P3 should have been way more gory, and they didn't do that. And ever since I saw that, I was like not enragedly, but just really disappointed. Yeah. Wait, I might as well. Yeah, it's in the store. I'll just fucking show it. But yeah, I prefer the pink one to the blue one. But the stream that I used to watch, she wore the blue one. The full outfit as well. I don't know if she still runs it, but this was the one that she commonly ran. And then that, you know, I've already got the head, and then I've also got the bat for it, the blazing bat. I love that weapon, but the only downside is it costs a lot of Auric cells. But if someone did like a weapon ranking list of like, oh, what's your favourite trickster weapon? Mine is the one that I haven't even got, and that's that fucking Viper one, but I couldn't get it because it was, you had to grind like fucking the Battle Pass. Oh, sorry, Rift Pass. I'm so used to fucking Fortnite. Shall I? Half me kind of wants to buy like one of the reskin stuff. Or was the one that she got like that? I know it was one of the white ones, but I think it was just she used the default white hair. Yeah, half me was thinking, just for the collection purposes, should I get another? Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Right, a guy that I'm still friends with. I've got that. I might just get it. Yeah, I'll just buy it. Right, got that. Basically, he runs this. I'll show you what he does. So I get obsessed with like how people like run their thing, and like, and then I want to see if you've predicted where I'm leading up to for mine, which you might have figured out. But yeah, anyway, he runs it, I think, like that, and then I swear his blade is the red one, like that. See, like that looks neat. Like you've got red, and red. But personally, I'd run it with either the bloody blade or that one again, because technically it's half of that set as well. But that's just how I roll. But I mean, with that, it still looks neat with that. That's just... Alright. What I usually lean up to is, my main one is either that. Like, I know I'm going to run this one like shit, because one, it costs a lot of money, and two, it just looks amazing. But if I was like, randomly change my mind, I'd go that, and then of course, that, I'm kidding, that one. That's sick. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I was disappointed with, you can just research this on YouTube if they want. Dead by Daylight, they made 3 versions, no joke, of the Tricksters theme. And then one of them had like synth music in it, like Stranger Things, and then they removed that one. The version I loved the most, where it had like ba 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 ba, like I can't do it in my mouth, but basically it sounded like shit they used in some K-pop songs. They should have kept that in, and when I realised they didn't keep it in, I was a bit annoyed, I must say. Also, another thing that I love about this is literally they did it like Cupid's bow in the heart. That detail, I love that. That's like literally like my second favourite thing about this whole outfit. Yeah, exactly what you just said. I said that just before I noticed you said that. Nice notice. Sorry that I said that awkwardly as soon as you typed that. I did not mean it like that. It's because me and timing usually does not match. But yeah, this is now my go-to one. But if this one didn't exist, then that other one that I showed you would be my main look for it. Now, Bloody Boa. increase the maximum carry rate of any sort of. Yep. And then that one for me. But I mean, the other one, that one's really good for main event though. I'll do that one, and then I'll do. That one, yeah. I mean, that one's really good for main event as well. I like mixing my add-ons. I always love his snarkiness. His snark, like when he goes like, and makes all the pants and shit. Literally in the list of best things about him. Yeah, exactly. I think they went for like that Victorian type style. Like it wasn't exactly Roman or Greek, I don't think. It's just like one of those. I think they more likely based it off the original Valentine guy from like the 1600s, maybe, I think. And they kind of added like Cupid with it as well, with the shot through the heart. Shot through the heart and a copyright strike. I'm not going to sing the actual song or I will die. If you recognise that song, then you are a legend. Don't know the name of it, but I know how it goes, so... You could technically probably say the name of the song and I'd be like, oh. So like, you could like just manipulate me by like fooling me on what it actually is. I'll just figure wait for you to say whatever song you think it is now in the stream.
Because I procrastinated way too much, I was like, yeah, my OCD, I was like, get it ready for pig next time in LED. Just do the fucking right shit. Yeah, I think it's You Gave Love a Bad Name or some shit like that. But that's one of the lyrics to the song anyway. Yeah. Anyway, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Sorry if I do end up completely quitting DBD, but what I might end up doing is just stay at least to see how the Ringu chapter goes, because I can kind of see the hype for that. And also thanks again, Daydreamer, for joining and just socialising and all that. It's good to have someone who has like, you know, that I can like socialise with and like have discussions and all that with. Oh yeah, you too. I just wanted to quickly ask this because it's alright if you don't want to personally use it, but what's your name, by the way? Just so I know for future reference. I don't. You might have said that in past streams, but just in case if I need to use it. That's all. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a nice name. Okay. Yeah, it's nice talking to you again, by the way, of course. Ah, I see, okay. Oh yeah, and also, as you know, my OCD, and funny enough, off stream, I'm literally going to make that test where I'm playing one Fortnite match, and I'm going to see if my urge are going to be like, no, you do not play one afterwards. You're going with one, you're sticking to one, whether you lose or fucking win. I'm literally testing my urge. Like, that's going to be really fun. I want to see how it goes. But yeah. Generally, I actually enjoyed playing on DBD tonight. I generally did. Especially that one match against that Evan, though. That was fucking funny with Mr. Gims. That was my favourite highlight of tonight. That was fucking... Oh, and when I fucking dominated his Trickster as well. But actually, no, I didn't. That was beforehand. I kept thinking that the one where you was watching Fernando was the one where, like, I dominated, but I didn't. I had good plays in that one match, but I was thinking of the one where I was on, not Grim Pantry, but one of the hag maps. And yeah, I was fucking like, I might just check it actually before I go to bed while I play full. But I was fucking destroying on that. Like, my main event went in handy as well. I was like, damn, that was fucking sick. Like, if I can genuinely find that clip, I'm gonna be happy. But anyway, yeah, thank everyone for watching. Stay on self-improvement or whatever. I was trying to think of like my own new outro or whatever, because I keep changing
details on my channel. And yeah, peace out, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Love you all.